Welcome back, libtards. Hold on, sorry, the video's not loading.
What are you trying to play?
I was gonna do something funny to troll the libtards. I gotta take out this toothpick.
We're an audio podcast and you're having toothpicks in your mouth.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta assert your dominance. Shoutout John Jones
And Sean Combs.
and Nick Bosa. That's right, cocksuckers. We're back. First episode since the
Was
day
it?
of reckoning. Do-do-do-do-do. You're fucked. All right, watch out. The dog's back. The dog's back. Ah.
He'll stop. He'll calm down.
All right, so how we feeling? It's been like 2 weeks.
Are you going to turn it off?
I
They
thought
couldn't
you
hear
keep
it.
playing it on loop.
10 hours.
Podcast?
10 hours, baby.
Was that the last episode? Was the election?
I think so.
Yeah, we didn't have one.
We did it!
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
Unfortunately, she didn't do it, and now we have to live in Trump's America. I know everyone here wanted Kamala's America
And we are coming to you live from the concentration camp.
from the fat internment camp
The RFK instituted fat camps.
with the, what's the size of the slits in the wall for people to get out?
I'm not sure about the measurement, but you got to be skinny. You got to be 12% body fat max.
They put you on like a body fat scale.
It's a regimen, dude. It's a regimen they got us on over here.
Fair.
No seed oils.
Who plays football tonight?
Cowboys, I think.
Cowboys and the Texans.
Yeah.
Houston.
It's going to be a massacre.
You guys excited for Cooper Rush versus Tommy DeVito on Thanksgiving?
Is anyone?
I am.
You got to go for your fourth plate on that at 4:30.
Yeah.
All that turkey. Just putting people to bed.
And then you get to watch Tommy DeVito and Cooper Rush put you to sleep.
You better be boozed up, too. It's going to be a rough time.
It's going to be beautiful.
If by beautiful you mean an absolute disaster class. Yeah.
To some people, that's beautiful football.
It is. Yeah, I respect that.
Run damn ball, that's what I say.
I feel like Tommy DeVito is going to look really solid.
And in Trump's America, we run damn ball.
They're going to need to. Good thing the Cowboys have a great running game
Yeah,
to
bro.
take the load off of Cooper Rush.
Shout out Rico. And not the Rico Chargers. Shout out Rico Dowdle.
I just get hit with Rico.
And the worst part is, go somewhere else. I don't taste good. Go like someone else. Sorry.
Let's cut
getting
that out of
attacked.
context is nuts.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Talking to the dog.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm talking to you, viewer. Loyal listener.
Do you have any notes for this episode?
Yeah, the first thing I got was Trump dance sweeps the NFL. Libtards mad that politics are in football.
Fair.
Yeah.
Shout out John Jones for hitting it too.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, no, we had
I
a...
have one going in about that, but keep talking about the Trump dance, and I'll get to John Jones.
Yeah, I think we had at least four different guys do it this week. I
There was
think
a guy in college, I think the week before too, that did it.
for sure,
And
he
Donald
opened the
Trump tweeted out
floodgates.
video of it.
Yeah.
No caption.
Yeah.
That's all you need. But yeah, and now people are angry
Oh,
that
it's-
these players are celebrating because how dare we infuse our great institution of football with
Did
political
anyone do it in the
stuff?
NFL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bowers,
Yeah, Bowers, Bosa.
Bosa. There was someone on the Titans, I think.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Number 0 on the Titans.
Yeah. That's correct.
Who is that?
I don't know who, but some guy did it.
Not D-Hop, right? He's on the...
No, he's on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Number 0 is
Calvin
probably,
Ridley?
No, I think he. Oh, it could be.
He would. He's a big gambler. He probably bet on Trump on Polymarket. There was another one too. I don't remember. But yeah.
A lot of guys did it.
But you know, how dare they? Football is sacred.
And racism in the end zones.
Yeah, I know. It's still in Madden too.
I think it's still in the NFL.
Yeah.
Some other shit too. Nothing will ever top though when the NBA bubble just started having people have like voter reform on the back of their jersey.
That's insane. Okay.
There's one picture of Paul Millsap who wore number 4,
Yeah.
and they have his last name underneath the number, and you get to put whatever custom message you want above the number.
Mhm.
And he just put vote. So his jersey said vote for Millsap.
Wow.
Hell yeah. That's what we should have voted for.
How many write-ins do you think he got? How many
Paul
votes do you
Millsap?
think
I'm not
he
sure, but I
stole?
know Jaden Daniels got more than one.
In which state was that? That was Vermont.
New Hampshire, Vermont,
New
one of them.
Hampshire. That list is so good. I
But
hope
2
I
for
still have a
Jaden
picture
Daniels.
of it. That entire section of the write-ins was probably the worst thing I've ever
I don't know.
seen.
It makes sense, though. Some
I
people
found
see
it.
that Hail Mary, and they might think that Jaden Daniels is the second coming of Christ.
He was
Checks
tied with a
out.
lot of people for 2 votes. Taylor Swift, Michelle Obama, Free Palestine, George W. Bush, Jimmy Carter.
George W. Bush?
Yep, Jeb
Jimmy
Bush.
Carter rest.
Jeb? Oh,
Jeb Bush
man. It
got
should have
2
been Jeb.
votes. Dwayne Johnson got 2 votes.
2053.
Yeah, just the worst you've ever seen.
2053?
The governor of
Exactly.
Georgia.
What
got
does that
2
mean?
votes.
He's gonna be the president.
Who? Jimmy Carter?
No.
2053 is not like an election year.
It's gonna get changed.
Or is he going to take office because of some
They're
unforeseen?
gonna- They're
gonna
gonna
change
change
by
it.
2053, and The Rock will be the prez.
Or he'll be the vice president and then get ascended.
Who was
Yeah.
even the last president to die? Oh, JFK? Yeah.
The last one to die?
Yeah, JFK.
Like,
Like,
in office?
In office, yeah.
Oh,
It's JFK.
yeah. The last one to die was, I think, old Bush.
I've been learning about my
It's gotta be Carter
my
next.
presidents.
Nah,
Or Biden.
Obama. Hot
Barry?
take, Obama's dying before Carter and Biden. AIDS. I will say no more.
Wow, that's a good take.
What about Obama?
Nah, she got
Big Mike?
Did you see the messages you sent me for the UFC, like with the betting? You put Onama, you put his name as Obama? Or was that just autocorrect?
Yeah, definitely autocorrect.
And then you autocorrected Bo, just turned into no.
Bo knows.
So it's just like that fight? No. I got nothing.
I'm glad you could figure it out.
No, my parlays were chalk, though. Oh, but back to John Jones. He wins. He hits a Trump dance. He does his speech. They say something about who you want to fight next. He says,
Come on.
God is great, something like that. Starts chanting USA, goes, can I get a hiya?
Yeah, that was the best part. That was insane.
That's also the second time he's done that. Then he walks out of the cage, right? Hands Donald Trump the belt, shakes Donald Trump's hand, shakes Elon Musk's hand, and goes, Trump, how cool is this? Elon, how cool is this? Dana White's behind him. He goes, Dana, how cool is this? And then Kid Rock, and goes, Kid Rock, how cool is this? How incredible is it that Kid Rock got included into the
That's
Donald
the team,
Trump,
baby.
Elon Musk, and Dana White trio?
That's just
He
the
went,
team.
Kid Rock, how cool is this?
Kid Rock is an American icon, whether you want him to.
Dude,
be or
I
not.
lost it, though. Like, I saw that, and I was genuinely crying. Like,
Nah, it's
he just, Kid Rock, how cool is this? He should have walked out all summer long.
yeah, that would have been cool too.
Nah, the champ is here.
Those guys are both idols.
I hate that walkout song.
The champ is here.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but it goes on for too long. Like, it should do that and then go into a song.
The chorus is kind of mid.
It was some song and then Champ is here, I believe.
I don't think so. I don't know what Stipe walked out to. I wasn't paying attention. I went back and watched the Chandler
Allegedly.
Oliveira fight again. I had to watch it on some Hispanic
Beautiful.
YouTube channel with Hispanic commentary of a guy filming the TV with his phone. But I watched the fight again, and my God, that 5th round is awesome.
What country do you think the guy streamed it from?
Oh, I don't know.
Brazil?
Yeah, Peru. But that guy Michael Chandler's so funny. Like 45 seconds left, Oliveira's on his back. He's like, all right, I'll just stand up. He, for 4.5 rounds, he could not get up. And then with a minute left in the fight, the guy's about to choke him out, and he just stands up with
Bam!
him on his back, drops him down, starts laughing, gets up again, and does it again.
WWE.
Literally WWE shit, dude.
Dude, it was so funny.
He's a fucking idiot. That
And
guy.
then Oliveira kisses him on the on the side of the head, and Michael Chandler starts tapping him like he's tapping out with like 2 seconds left, and then he's like, "Nah, I'm good." But that fight killed me. Just the last minute of it, like, I was cracking up. He just picks him up, body. He wasn't gonna knock him out either. He wasn't
no,
like
he had no
doing anything
chance.
to him. But it was a great card, honestly.
It was good carded. It opened with a Peruvian fighter getting fucked up, and I was just thinking of Manny.
Good.
Yeah. Just can't help but
What
think
about
of
that
Manny
Puerto
getting
Rican
sloshed.
boxer lady?
She got robbed. But, it's boxing. I forgot the Mike Tyson fight happened.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out his ass cheek stole the show.
Yeah, no, that really
I
took
felt
away
so
the
bad
attention
for him
from the
after
match.
like the first minute and a half of the fight.
Yeah.
In the first minute and a half, it looked like, oh, he still got a little bit left, and then his legs were not there the rest of the fight.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he's
I
a
felt so
senior
bad.
citizen, dude.
That's
I
why
don't
senior's
know.
own fight.
I don't know what the hell people thought was going to happen. It wasn't going to be pretty.
I don't understand how that was like legal.
Yeah.
I should have put so much money on that guy, Jake
What
Paul.
were the odds?
Probably.
Jake Paul was like minus 220 or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
insane. He should have been
Yeah.
like
Minus
John
10,000.
Jones
Minus
500.
700.
Like, you're telling me that they gave Jake Paul less of a chance to beat Mike Tyson than they give John Jones to beat Stipe?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
insane.
I hope Mike Tyson is not like even more brain dead now than he was before.
No, he didn't really get hit that
Yeah, I
hard.
think
Yeah,
you're
true.
right.
They put in the
I
contract.
think it was kind of like a mutual thing after like
yeah.
the first round when Jake kind of realized that Mike wasn't going to be able to knock him out. He was like, I'll just jab him to death. And
Yeah.
I don't know. You think it
if
was
he
that?
knocked him out, he would have been hated by
He
everyone.
might have
Like,
died.
he
Yeah,
would-
of course.
Yeah, he would not.
But that's whatever. He's fine with that, I think.
Like people watch his fights to hate him, but if he knocks out Mike Tyson, I don't think people are gonna watch his fight to hate him anymore. I think they're just gonna hate him.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a great look, but
Like people are still gonna watch his next fight to hate him. But if he knocked out Mike Tyson, they'd be like, no, fuck that guy. I'm not even watching it.
I think they would hate him so much they'd want to see him die in the ring and tune into the next fight.
Yeah, we need to get our fucking what's the guy's name? Drago.
Yeah.
we
Drago.
need to find a Drago.
For Jake Paul.
AB just volunteered Le'Veon Bell to fight Jake Paul.
Didn't Le'Veon
Like an
Bell
hour ago?
box someone
Le'Veon-
like
I think
Adrian
Le'Veon Bell,
Peterson
yeah,
or
like-
something?
Yeah.
That sounds about
he
Arian
beat
Foster.
AP, but he lost to somebody else.
He was another like NFL player or something, right?
Pretty sure he starched Adrian Peterson.
Zach Stacy?
Shout out Zach
Oh,
Stacey.
was that stupid celebrity boxing thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, AP got like knocked out, didn't he? Like cold.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's a rough look.
I think Le'Veon Bell, if he trained hard and got paid enough to show up, he
This
would do
fight's
it.
insane because I don't understand how he wins.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The first 2 rounds, he gets his ass fucking handed to him.
This was shocking.
This is one of the greatest of all time. This fight. I have
Awesome
on,
haircut.
I have on Yuri Prohaska versus
Yeah,
Glover
that's the
Teixeira.
Samurai.
That
Go
that's
back
the,
a couple episodes, we were telling you about him.
Wow.
he's
wow.
from the Czech Republic and he thinks he's a samurai.
Yeah.
He probably was.
he
I
fought
believe you said that the last time, too.
he fought Alex Pereira and said that he would have beat him if he didn't use devil magic.
That's probably true.
The same
It was
devil
like-
magic Mahomes uses.
No, literally. I was
the
going to
same
say
fucking
it too.
devil magic Tomlin uses, bro.
Yeah,
Mahomes
what
lost.
the fuck?
What the
Hold
fuck's
on.
going on with you guys? Chris Boswell
14
would be
and a
tight
half
end 1 in
QBR.
fantasy.
Tomlin don't use magic, bro. He uses Tomlin.
They just won a game where Russell Wilson played like a Down syndrome child.
Did you hear me say that Chris Boswell would be tight end 1 if he was a tight
yeah, I
end?
saw
That's
that.
phenomenal,
I
actually.
did see that.
What
wide,
the fuck?
wide receiver 6. Fun fact.
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, second game in this season that they won a game with only field goals.
They do that a lot.
And along with
In
that, that's
Pittsburgh,
Steeler
it
football.
seems.
Just
Why'd
win,
they put
win
Justin
any,
Fields in
in
for
any
like the
way.
last play just to fucking run for the first down? Like they had no faith in Russell Wilson to lead a fucking first down.
Well, they're
No.
just going to hand it off, but he can't run, and Justin
Oh.
Fields can.
Russell could kind of run, but I guess not anymore. He's a little cooked.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely cooked. He's not running anymore.
Cardinals had a bye this week.
They win?
We did
Fire.
because the Niners
That's a good
lost,
win.
so that's
Hell
always
yeah.
a win in my eyes.
Niners
The
are
week
cooked.
before though, they fucking starched the Jets. They fucking
It's not that hard.
you'd be surprised.
Killed him.
It's not that.
Killed him. Shout out Anthony Richardson. He just beat the Jets this week.
Wow.
I should have started.
Everyone
in
beats the
fantasy.
Jets.
Yeah,
I
man.
lost in fantasy football and won in fantasy basketball. I'm in hell.
Wah, wah.
We're trying to go 0 and
Womp,
whatever in
womp.
fantasy basketball, but no, fucking Fleming Baylog, these shitheads, their fucking garbage ass team loses to my garbage ass team.
Womp,
Shout out the
womp.
Jersey Dynasty podcast.
It's their fault for having a fucking jaw and everyone get
Well,
hurt.
yeah, I was going to say, their whole team got injured. Well, in the NBA, a lot of guys injured.
Dude, I'm praying for a fucking LaMelo ankle sprain.
It'll always happen with that family.
I
Speaking
know,
of
and it needs to happen
LaMelo.
soon.
Those BBB
Oh, yeah,
shoes.
yeah.
Free
Speaking of
LaMelo.
LaMelo, did you see what happened to LaMelo?
Free LaMelo fucking ball.
Did you see what happened
I
to him?
did.
Yeah, after his,
Yeah.
what did he even say?
No
he was
homo.
He was like, they were coming in the paint, we were just swallowing him up. No
Yeah.
homo. 100K?
Come on.
Yeah. It's
Crazy.
not even
That's
bad.
also like the fifth time he may have said no homo in a post game interview,
Who cares?
and he's only like 24. But
There's nothing wrong with just
Zero
asserting
media
your
training on that guy.
non-homoness.
Not enough.
I'll run it.
Why? What, should he have said no Diddy? Would that have been better?
That would have been
He
funny.
could have just said pause.
He could have said, yeah, he could have said, I don't know, there's any, but like, who cares? Let him rock. If
No
he said
homo.
full homo, I bet they wouldn't have fined him.
Wow, for real.
He just said I'm homo. What if he just kissed one of his teammates on the lips?
Would he get fined?
Would he get fined?
I don't know, man. They fined him for him having a tattoo on his neck. So
What was the tattoo?
big baller brand logo.
No, see, that's just racist.
No advertising on your body.
No
Why
advertising
not?
on your body.
Is that written in the Constitution of the NBA?
They made him put like a band-aid over it for like 10 games. They're
That's
like,
so
nah, you're
stupid.
good.
So fucking
He started
lame,
hitting one
dude.
leg threes, and they're like, nah, you're good.
It's saying that he even has that tattoo.
Nah, it's pretty funny.
Company's terrible, man.
His cult leader of a father.
Is Lonzo playing? Like, he's still not
Lonzo's
playing, right?
injured.
Didn't
Yeah,
he, like,
still?
Or he got he re-injured himself.
Bro, aren't both of his knees
You
like,
might need to add more
ashes?
IR spots to this Dynasty Basketball League. Like Arch changed his team name to add more IR
well.
spots.
His team shouldn't be 36 and above.
Put it up to a vote.
No, but my team has like fucking 8 guys that
Hey,
are
man,
also
you're
out
gonna have-
every
You
night.
gotta deal with it.
Fair enough. We also have like 50 roster spots.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ.
I just got to start putting those guys in the lineup so I lose. Someone trade for Norman Powell, for the love of God. Why is he
Norman Powell.
31? Why is
real
he
good.
averaging 25 a night now?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Exactly. He's too good.
You need him off the team.
Yes, I need him off the team.
Get out, pussy.
But I will not be cutting him because that's stupid.
You don't want to waste the value, yeah. It's an
Grady
elite
Dick, though.
human
That's
capital.
my hero.
shout out
He's
Grady.
giving teams the dick every night.
That's fair. I wish I had a guy that gave teams dick every night.
A white boy
Cooper Rush.
named Grady
Dick.
giving everyone the fucking dick in Toronto. Wagwan.
Delilah.
OVO fan movie.
You saw the fucking video of Seagal that I sent you?
Yes.
Steven?
It's him singing.
It's him singing like
Wagwan.
a fucking dance hall song. I'll
Yeah.
play it. 2005. It's him
Friend of the
singing.
podcast,
That
Steven
guy
Seagal.
is-
Steven Seagal.
He does anything.
Oh my God! No,
But
and it-
come on the
the
podcast.
The beginning of
get
it.
it
The
anyway.
beginning of it
Get
just starts
on
with like
here.
Wagwan. It's so funny.
I'm telling he's a master of many crafts. I mean, look at how many things he's good at.
I think it was called Strut. I think it was this song.
Yeah, strut.
Ooh. Jesus Christ. Is that him? Okay. Well, didn't he live there for a long
He
ass
said
time?
you want the punani. That's the first
He
line.
lives anywhere.
He lived. I think he lived in Jamaica for a while.
Jamaica and then Russia?
Dude, that's
Yeah.
one of the.
What the fuck?
I saw that.
I think he
and
met
was
his
like,
wife
what
in
the
Jamaica.
hell?
Makes sense.
I think I could just be making that up. He's a character.
It's close enough.
What is his like nationality?
I always thought he was just American.
I always thought he just was
I don't know.
outside of everything. I thought he was his own thing.
He became that for sure.
It's just Seagal.
I'll look up his home.
He's like Earth. Like he's like every culture mixed into one.
I don't even think he is. I think he's Martian. He's like
Speaking
a
of-
last
Speaking
leftover.
of Martians, what are your thoughts on the aliens in the ocean?
Eh.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
He
Predictive
was born in
programming. Dude.
California.
What's his
That
ethnicity?
Or he was
checks out.
born in Michigan, moved to California.
Where'd he move to? Like LA area?
Fullerton? I don't know where that is.
I don't know.
Fortant? Fortnite?
Look,
Oh,
look on his early life and see if it gives you a religion.
Yeah, I'll check.
I'm there.
He's an actor, martial artist, producer, screenwriter, and musician.
Yeah or no?
Half.
That's why he moved to California.
Yeah, probably. But I think
He's half ratatouille.
you
He's
know.
only got half the hat on.
Yeah,
First
exactly.
foreigner to open an Aikido dojo.
Yeah, that's what I might have been thinking of. Not Jamaica, Japan.
Yeah, so there you go.
Is that where Sheesh went when he went to Japan?
Duh.
He went to Steven Seagal's dojo?
Must have. He must have.
I gotta ask him about it.
The aliens in the ocean, though. I mean, like, come on.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
How much of that is just blue beam?
Blue bean?
Blue beam.
What is that?
It's the
Blue
fake alien
bean
invasion.
baby.
Exactly.
What is it?
Fake alien invasion by the government using like drones and fucking what are those things called? What's Tupac made out of?
Clay.
Holograms?
Yeah.
What, to try to get like a one world government? That's what you're.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll
It's not
believe it when I
happening
see
now,
it.
I've seen Battle of Los Angeles, the movie.
Huh?
I've
Yeah,
seen
true.
Battle of L.A., so.
That's based on a true story, low
Yeah.
key. Yeah, I think
It's like the Black Ops 2 campaign.
yeah. If they're gonna be anywhere, obviously it's the ocean. It's not. They're not coming from outer space. Come on.
Did you see the one person tweet out said, "I'm only voting for Kamala Harris so that the BO2 campaign can become canon"?
True. That lady from the fucking campaign.
She looks like
too.
Hillary, like dead ass, like exactly like Hillary.
really
I saw
does.
one that I guess she was edited to look like Kamala, dude. Cause it
No,
was
look it
fucking
up.
Crazy.
She looks exactly like Hillary. I
Yeah.
played the game like not that long ago.
That's true. Black Ops 2, right?
Yeah.
Black Ops 2, Hillary, and it's funny because we had George and or what's his name, Bill in the last one, Bill Clinton.
He's in this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played it. Campaign.
I guess in the face she looks like Hillary.
She's got like blonde hair too.
Black in this one.
Oh.
She
From-
kind of looks like a mix of Hillary Clinton with like
But like I definitely think they were
Little-
going for Hillary.
yeah, of course.
Like that's who they're. You know that Bill Clinton's last name's not Clinton.
Yeah,
His real last name.
yeah, of
I
course.
didn't
not.
know that.
I think what his dad left him or something.
Yeah. Then he changed his last name because his something about like his stepdad was like abusive or something, and no, I don't think he had.
Seems to be a common theme among those Democrats.
I don't think it was a Ratatouille thing though.
Well, listen, I don't think Obama's was either,
Bush
but his
didn't change
name
his
is
name.
different like 3 times.
Bush didn't change his name.
Not a Democrat.
Oh, the first one's not a Democrat.
Nah.
Oh.
He was a dickhead, but no.
Sorry, I just thought CIA faggot.
No, that's a
Bleep it.
modern. It's a modern thing.
What's a modern thing?
That
The CIA is liberal.
well, I guess not really, but like, that's more uniparty. That's more like
don't know.
actual deep state, low key.
George Bush is the first one's kind of tough though, 'cause he like just kind of killed his way to the presidency
Yeah, he's like
using the CIA.
That's the way to do it.
Like for a
Yeah.
very long time, he slowly he killed JFK, then they got Nixon out.
yeah.
He just
yeah.
slowly kept getting rid of all the other people and was like, "All right, I'm all that's left.
He was
Vote for
literally
me." But then he
friends.
was only president for 4 years 'cause he's a
Yeah.
fucking dork.
Well, because he was also, he was busy doing other stuff.
He's a fucking dork.
Yeah, true.
America doesn't love dorks. They
love
like-
black people.
We do.
I don't think that's true. They like cool guys, and cool guys stay president for 8 years.
Exactly. Obama.
Dorks stay president for 4 years. Biden. That's how it goes. That's American history.
You can't even call Biden a dork. He's
He
just
was always a
gone.
dork, though. If he was ever president back then, he would have only been president for
He's
4
always
years.
he was always a retard.
But there's a different I'm saying dork is in like a law sense. Like he's not like a cool politician. He's just like a fucking.
He always looked like the guy from The Shining, whoever Jack Nicholson played.
I could kind of see it.
He
That's-
always looked like a fucking nutcase.
I saw a picture
he's an
today, and it
asshat.
was like him walking out into the
Yeah,
Amazon,
yeah, that's so good.
and then they like showed a picture of him like 40 years younger, and
Yep.
it was, "I found it. Come on, Jack." It's like the fountain of youth.
I mean, it's actually terrible because Biden might be hallucinating seeing his younger self in the Amazon, and that's why he wandered off.
No, I think he's more cognizant now
folks.
than he is. It's just the end of his speech, but he's supposed to walk down the path, not
Nah,
into the trees.
Now it's like not into the trees.
I think Biden has like these moments, these brief moments of clarity when they give him all the drugs and shit. But
They limited his fluoride intake, is what you're saying?
So many
I'm
drugs.
sure none of
Are we
them.
going back
Sure
into this?
none of them have it.
Oh, I forgot this wasn't on the podcast. That was us playing fucking
Call of Duty.
zombies for like 4 hours. We talked about like everything.
The fluoride.
We were talking about fluoride in the water.
I know fluoride's in water.
Do you think they're using fluoride? The politician people.
Well, the fluoride's only in tap water, or is it
Yeah,
in like
it's
bottled
not in
water
Poland
too?
Spring.
Yeah, like
What fish pee is. Like
It's
take
in
your pick.
your toothpaste probably.
yeah,
It
but
is
but it's
occasionally.
fine in your toothpaste because you don't swallow it.
Ideally.
You swallow a tiny bit, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
those amounts probably
That's
aren't
enough.
bad.
Still
It's
not
like
ideal.
Fluoride's making you gay.
It's not ideal.
It's not that it lowers your IQ,
That too, exactly.
and
So-
I guess you're not wrong. But what was the other thing? It said it hardens your pineal gland.
Calcifies that bitch.
Calcifies your pineal gland.
Yeah, allegedly, apparently.
So he was telling me that if I drink enough fluoride, I can't astral project anymore.
Yeah, it'll fuck
So
you
I
over.
think Biden just no fluoride, so now he's like living in the fourth dimension.
Wow. I don't know. He's definitely in his own world, that's for sure.
I think he occasionally hears calls from the other side.
What do you think the fourth dimension is?
Joe Biden's relatives.
Joe Biden.
I think they're all missing him.
Minnesota.
Joe, it's time. Come home, Joe. Why are you the president? What the fuck?
Did you see the video of him like walking on the beach?
Yeah.
That is like
He
and
was like
fucking
dune
Joe's-
walking, yeah.
Yeah, and Joe's just fucking walking in front of him, like not helping at all.
Like that's fucked
What a
up,
dick.
bro.
What a dick.
Yeah. Joe Biden, you're welcome on the
She
couch.
wants the power, man.
She does.
You're welcome on the couch, but not for a podcast, Joe.
Yeah, she's a megalomaniac. It's great. I wish I had a husband to pimp out like that.
What's stopping you?
I'm not Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Joe, whatever happened to that fat fuck
Obama.
Build the statue.
of the fat guy?
No, Biden.
Oh, in the Delaware River?
In the Delaware River with Flacco throwing him a pass. I won't stop till it's made.
The 85-foot tall Biden statue.
Rest in peace to Flacco. He got benched.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah, I kind of figured. It was coming sooner or later. It's kind of washed.
Not kinda. He's only good when he's not supposed to be.
That's true. The expectations were just simply too high in
Yeah, he
Indianapolis.
needs none. Like, oh, Flacco's playing, boom, 300.
All right, I got a fun
Oh,
proposition.
Oh, he's had 3 good games in a row? All right,
Uh-oh.
maybe we're back. Flacco, 100 yards, 4 picks.
Yeah.
Classic Joe.
You see the Lions had, like, the greatest offensive game ever.
Against the Jigs, no surprise.
Yeah, they out-yarded them by, like, 450 yards. It was, like,
Jesus
the most
Christ.
in, like, 50 years.
Shout out Mac Jones.
They
Is,
averaged,
he's
like...
playing?
Yeah, he's starting right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
Trevor's
T-Law got
injured.
hurt. But they
Oh,
averaged,
that's
like,
true. I
6
forgot about
points per
that idiot.
possession, which is, like, the highest in NFL history in a game.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Some other crazy shit, like, highest yards per play. I don't know.
So when's Doug Peterson getting fired?
Probably the end of the year.
Did you see
We're
David
too far in now.
Montgomery?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's David Montgomery, Jameer Gibbs, and Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
That trio has scored a touchdown in the same game 8 times together, and that's the most in NFL history. They've played like 25 games together.
It's going to be
That is
such a
nuts.
rough NFC
So,
championship
what
loss
I
for those
hear-
guys.
Is parlay them all anytime touchdowns same week, free money.
Fair.
8 times out of how many games? Let's find the probability.
It's probably like 25, 26. Like they've only
Okay.
been there for David Montgomery's been there since last year, right?
So like 30% hit
Yeah,
rate?
something like that. Either that or the year before.
But then Jameer Gibbs was a rookie last year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
So whenever they're playing a shitter,
it's only been 27 games, 26 games because they played 17 last year, and how many they put the 10, 11.
it's not
That's
terrible.
insane.
It is insane.
The most by any trio in NFL history.
Yeah.
Like I don't know other big trios like
I don't know any.
Fucking, it's
I
tough
think
because
of
they
duos,
usually
yeah,
include
like-
the quarterback.
yeah. I was thinking like Aikman, Irvin,
Yeah, but that's
Emmett,
not
but that's
right.
not gonna like
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're weird. They have 2 good running backs.
I don't know any of the running backs from the Niners when they won all their Super Bowls.
Who the hell knows? Brock Purdy.
Hitler's dead.
Brock Purdy?
Yeah, he's fucking terrible now, and God's good.
Yeah. I wouldn't even put him at Hitler level. I'd put him more at like.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot he finished him.
Huh?
I thought it was a decision. In my head, I forgot.
Look at the samurai.
His hair's all fucked.
Yeah, it was
That
like
guy
that to
freaking the
begin
fuck
with.
out.
He hit it
fucked up.
big on the parlay. That guy.
No, that's
Pulled it
it.
out of
That's
his
one of the
ass.
crazy. Like that fight is just insane back and forth.
He looks pretty good, all things considered.
Cut
You see?
is
Do you
nasty.
not see that cut on his eyebrow? That's his entire eyebrow.
Yeah, that's fair. Oi. What a champ, though. He's just standing there taking
It's like that and like Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald.
Yeah, that's another good
That
one.
is the craziest
Oh.
fight. Because both of their faces are like unrecognizable by the end. Robbie's lip cut
a
like
rough life.
completely up to his nose.
Fuck,
Like
dude.
this whole thing is just cut right up to his nose. And the other guy's nose is just gone.
Yeah. And Voldemort.
I don't even know where it went. Where Rory McDonald's nose
Voldemort.
went, it just disappears.
It's fucking insane. Did you see the video of Jones giving Trump the belt and was like ancient gladiator in Rome, shows the emperor the spoils of his victory, his opponent's head, whatever.
Colorized.
For real.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's awesome.
It's just, yeah, it's funny. Some things we can never get away from.
That is a good one though.
Yeah.
That Trump pop when he walked out was awesome.
That's an awesome YouTube video.
Lo-fi NFL combine drills to write
scouting reports though.
What?
I mean, that's not fire.
Is it like music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Fuck, I
fire.
You
clicked on.
We all need to know the last one, unethical light tips from SpongeBob and Patrick.
It's a YouTube short, huh?
Yeah. It's just slow-mo NFL combine drills. Now this might be a vibe.
That is kind of nice. Put the fireplace on.
Turn the fireplace on.
Ray, has you got any more ideas for people profiles you want to see? I have a Zach Greinke funny stories coming soon.
What was the last one you had? Or
Ellsbury.
was that just Ellsbury?
Turn the fireplace
Still
on.
need you to send that to me.
Yeah,
Turn
I
the
forgot.
fireplace on.
So did I.
I need you to send me your podcast
Zach
too.
Greinke?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll say, all right, we'll do a swap.
exactly.
Turn the fireplace on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing it
it's
voice
the
activated.
one on the
Is
left,
that
I think.
Bo
Yeah.
Nix I see?
I thought you were doing the
It could
phone
be Bo Nix.
flashlight.
I don't
That
know.
is that's Bo Nix. Unless it's another Nix.
Definitely looks like Bo Nix.
It's literally Bo Nix.
Yeah, it definitely is. Shout out.
He had a good game, like 4 tuds.
People are saying bye on Bo Nix.
Yeah, I think it's still cap, but
He's Bo
They
Nix.
fucked up the Falcons.
yeah, but the Falcons are shit.
Disaster.
Yeah.
I think they had
That
penis
division's a
in
joke.
at some point that game.
The Falcons are 6-5 and up by like 3 games.
Weren't they 6-2?
I think they're 6-5
That division is
No.
such a fucking disaster.
or 6-6. No, 6-5 because the
Yeah.
Cardinals are 6-4.
And they had a bye.
The Cardinals are the 3 seed right now.
They already had a bye, no sexual.
Well, we play the Seahawks next week. Big game
Easy win.
in Seattle. Not
Give
the
me-
Eagles
Easy
game.
win.
Give me the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals.
Upset of the week.
I don't even know. They might be the favorite.
It might not
I
be
don't
the
see it.
upset of the week, but it'll be.
I think
it'll
they
be a
might
week.
they might be like a 2-point, 3-point spread.
Let's see. Are there any Cowboys Giants?
Yeah,
No, wait,
shitter,
that's-
shitter of the week.
That's
Cardinals
in 2 weeks.
Favored by 1.
Give me the Cardinals in the favorite of the week.
Let me see.
In the favorite to just dominate the game. Take them.
I texted you something about an upset of the week the other week.
Yeah,
And
forget.
I think I was right. I texted you Eagles -4 whatever day they played,
Let
and
me
it was
take
a
a look.
lock.
Let me take a look at next
Chiefs are
week's
playing
slate.
the Panthers. That's going to be embarrassing.
Panthers
That's
plus
the
11?
one. Panthers. Take the Panthers in the almost. No, you know what? The Chiefs lost though.
Yeah,
So
no.
they're not going to lose 2 in a row. It's the money line's plus 450 Carolina if you want to lose your money. Yeah, plus 11 on the
Week
spread.
12, man, we're getting deep.
I mean,
Patriots
Carolina.
+7 against the
I would take
Dolphins.
The Browns +4.
I could see Carolina losing by 10 after the Chiefs play down the whole game.
Nah, I think the Chiefs are gonna blow them out next week because
It'd
they
be
lost
like
this week.
28 to
If
7.
they
dude.
won this week, they would
Yeah.
play down to the Panthers. But since they lost to the Bills,
Yeah.
also the Bills have won 9 out of 11 games.
Nice.
Shout out
McDermott.
Taliban McDermott.
It's all meant to be, dude.
Sorry, not Taliban. Mossad. Okay.
What does McDermott think about Building 7?
What about it? Dancing Israelis?
I mean, does he, like, acknowledge it? Have we gotten his comment?
I don't know. I might need to ask him.
Like, someone needs to get a press pass and ask Sean
Who's
McDermott.
this? This looks like Gardner Minshew, but it's not.
It's Hartman.
Oh, Sam Hartman.
Good eyesight.
It's a little blurry, but we
You're
make it
closer
work.
than me.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
It is
Listen.
Sam Hartman, though. That makes sense with the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, luscious locks. He's on the team, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I think he's on the Saints, low key. Might not be at
He's a
all.
backup
Nah, that's
somewhere.
Steer,
no,
right?
he's not on the Saints.
Never mind. He's not on the Saints. That's Jake Hayner.
Oh.
Spencer Rattler.
And him.
Oh, yeah, that's who I meant. Fucking Spencer
He's
Rattler.
somewhere.
Spencer Rattler's on the Saints.
Yeah, for sure.
Sam Hartman is a former Notre Dame legend and current quarterback of the Washington Football Commanders.
So he's never
Who's
playing
this
as
now?
long as Jaden's healthy. Leary?
Leary, I don't know who that is.
Tim Leary?
He didn't make the league.
No idea.
He
Who
was
he is.
Damn, brother.
He wasn't one of the 6 of 12 drafted.
Mr. Leary, if you want to be on the couch, let us know.
You can gladly be on
Kind of
the
looks like
couch.
Travis Kelsey from behind.
Let's get some insight into this combine
Look at the beard.
process.
Like, tell me you don't look like Kelsey.
Travis
gonna
Kelce had
get
a
you a job.
stinker this week.
Yeah, he
had a
sucks.
lot of stinkers.
Yeah, but his last 3 games, he was OD.
He's too busy being a fucking actor now.
He's too busy being a simp, dude.
Friggin' simp actor.
liberal scum.
Taylor, how do I make more good commercials, Taylor? How do I build my professional rapport?
We need the him versus Rogers debate on the vaccine.
Do you think that Travis Kelce voted for Kamala?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
It's a damn shame.
She would have broke up with him if he didn't.
It's a damn shame.
But who knows?
He did.
I'd
put my
yeah,
life
but
on
if
it.
he's getting paid a bag to go in the commercials, like,
Yeah.
he can just go in the commercials.
Taylor Swift
Like
is
Biden,
not
bro.
letting you vote for
Biden
Donald
endorsed
Trump.
Kamala, then voted for Trump.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think so. I
Dude, he
think
put the
that's
freaking
just-
MAGA
Dude, he
hat
looked
on.
so
That was
happy, dude.
electric. Dude, he shook his
Yeah.
hand, was smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he looks so happy.
Well, you guys heard that, like, no one else wanted her, right? And Biden did it to, like,
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Well, like, yeah, well, Biden got mad that they, like, kicked him out.
It's fair.
So then he's like, fine, you're going to get stuck with that fucking dumb broad. How
I
can you lose?
heard she really wanted it, but nobody else wanted her.
Well,
in.
obviously she
Oh, yeah,
really
yeah,
wanted
of
it.
course.
Fucking,
She
I
was
would
like, you're
really
not
wanna
going
be
to pass me
president.
over, but everybody knew, like, you will not, you have no chance.
Yeah, exactly. But then
Yep. But the fact that it was close is terrifying.
they kind of fucked up, though. Like, they endorsed her too much. And they
JJ.
kind of, like, showed that they're just, like, they'll endorse anyone.
Yeah, their
Yeah,
strategy,
yeah,
their
exactly.
strategy
Like,
was
Obama,
garbage.
Like, just fucking
But
threw
listen.
it all at the wall. Was like, she is our Lord and Savior.
But none of
Yeah.
that's possible without Joe Biden fucking it all up.
Yeah, but if Joe Biden ran, he would have lost.
That's what he doesn't think so.
He would have 100% lost.
I think he would have, but he doesn't think so.
He
well,
thinks we had a better chance.
Yeah.
yeah, but, like,
And who knows?
if they had to actually run a primary
Uh-huh.
in, like, 3 weeks, who would we have gotten that's not Kamala Harris that would have had a chance to win?
Al Gore.
Big Mike.
Al Gore's probably dead.
Who's around? Gavin Newscom?
Everyone hates California. Like,
Yeah.
the
Everybody hates
entire
that
rest
guy.
of the country hates
But
California.
he's such a
every-
sociopath. He could
But
make
they
it work.
would, I think they would pass him as, like, a good guy.
Actually,
yeah.
Actually,
But he wouldn't beat Trump, is what I'm saying.
No.
None of these guys, like, you needed someone that already had a name.
Can I defend Gavin Newsom?
Sure.
I understand why he is the way he is. When he was a kid, his mom, okay, he had dyslexia, right?
Mm-hmm.
But his mom just told him he was a fucking retard. So for the longest time, he's like he's not a dumb dude. He's a smart guy, like cognitively. But he went for like so long believing he was a genuine retard because his mom just didn't care enough to like take him to a doctor.
So he thought he was a retard for so long that eventually he turned into one?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he's just so angry
That's
at the world and
what
shit.
do they call that?
dude.
The law of attraction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He spoke that shit into existence. He's like, damn, I'm really retarded. And then, like, 20 years later, he's just like, wow,
Committed a little too
I'm
hard.
really retarded.
Yeah. Nah, but it's like he's overcompensating. Everything he does is overcompensation.
What are you looking at?
The time, but where's the time?
37.
Oh.
Where is it?
At top, middle top.
Oh,
mi-
I
mi-
see.
bu- bu-
Yeah,
bu-
it's
bu- bu-
there.
Yeah.
Bars. My thing has, like, a timer right down there.
Yeah, I think you have the newer version or
Probably.
something.
I downloaded it after you.
Yeah. So I kind of feel bad for him.
I don't feel bad.
I don't.
I feel bad for the child Gavin
I want to just
Newsom.
become a politics podcast now.
I mean, you might as well.
I kind of love talking about it.
Me
I
too.
don't talk about it enough in life, and this is the only place I get to do so.
I mean, I think you can combine politics,
And
sports,
sports,
and
no,
science, and
100%.
all
That's
that.
kind of what we've been doing, but,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Dude,
Well-
they mirror each other.
let's talk presidents now.
We need to go harder on
I've
the,
been listening to presidential podcasts for the last, like, 3 days. Let's talk presidents. I just finished.
as a quick aside, we
4
need to go
parts.
hard on the sociology, anthropology, and all that too.
Why?
It's the best stuff ever, dude.
Go hard on it, like, learn about it?
Like, fuck it. Dude.
Go into it?
Fuck it super hard.
I think every week we're gonna start a new
We should start a
segment
book club, dude.
where, I'm just gonna watch, like, a movie on, like, a historic battle in United States history, and then I'm just gonna give you recounts of it.
Good to hear. 'Cause
Like, just
need the
my
knowledge.
course in history. This is my version of history.
Yeah. We could just become like a tea club.
But today we're gonna learn about Andrew Johnson, the 19th president of the United States. What do you guys know about Andrew Johnson?
Andrew
I'm
Johnson.
going to tell you one thing about him.
Exactly.
Andrew
And
I'm excited to learn.
oh, sorry, he's the 17th president. Sorry.
I
Got my
like
numbers
Andrew
wrong already?
Jackson.
Yeah.
No, see, Andrew Jackson.
I'm a big fan of Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson, kind of the goat.
He is
Andrew Jackson's also
absolutely the
fucking.
goat.
He was the guy that took Florida too, right?
Probably.
No, that might have
I
been
don't
like McClellan. But
He's on the 20, correct?
yeah.
Jackson, just alone for his
Yeah, he fucking destroyed.
his speeches and his
Mexico.
work against the Federal Reserve, he is a fucking saint.
The best is that.
Yeah.
So he was in the Mexican-American War. So the Mexican-American War is basically just like over Texas. That's like the Alamo, I think,
Mhm.
and all that shit.
That
but-
was, I think that was part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
Mexican American.
Yeah.
What years are we talking?
That's Andrew Jackson. So 1820.
Because Mexican American, we got California too. I think
Yeah, he got all of this.
that was like 1850.
Okay, so then it's 1850.
All right.
But he gets
Just
all this
making sure.
stuff.
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
he's fighting mainly around like the Texas southern border, and he wins basically, right? And then I might be Patton, is the guy I'm talking about, but one of them just like goes all the way to Mexico City. Like the war is basically over. Like the guy, whoever's the current president's like it's over. Like stop, and he was like it's too late. Like I'm already on the way.
I'm here, brother.
So they get to Mexico City, and they just start fucking killing everybody.
Checks out.
And there's this one famous thing in Mexico. It's called like the Six Children or something like that. And there's like these, it's like the whole entire fucking city's just getting like ransacked. And there's one of like the last offenses is like basically like the fort of Mexico City, and all like the fucking grown men just leave and evacuate. And there's left is these
Damn,
6 kids,
dude.
and these 6 kids stay, and they're shooting guns and fighting. And they fight as long as they can.
Do we recruit him after?
Then, right as that, like we're getting up to the entrance, they jump off and kill themselves.
Ah, pussy.
And then whoever was the
Wow.
general, I don't think it's Jackson. I think it's another guy. It might
The
be.
general probably.
I think it's
it
Patton,
could be
but I think
Patton.
that might be too late or too early. I think Patton I think is World War II, but I think there might be another Patton.
I think you're right.
So, this guy's like, fuck, like these are just kids. And then he left, and then he went back to the United States. It's like, all right, I'm done. But that was his thing. So, oh, sorry, Andrew Johnson.
Don't know much about him.
He
He sounds like an AI generated U.S. president.
he became the president after Lincoln died.
Ah, that explains
So
it.
he was Lincoln's
So
vice
he's-
president.
Was he a Republican too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense. He's forgotten.
Democrat.
So they're still doing that thing where they split up just to be more equal.
It was Abraham Lincoln. Was he not a Democrat?
Abraham Lincoln was a staunch Republican. The Democrats were the ones who wanted the field workers at the time. Now they still do,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he was part of the Whig
in an
Party. and
ironic
then,
twist of fate.
The
Then
Whigs.
became that. But I think part of the reason was Lincoln didn't want to like completely divide
Yes.
the country.
Yeah,
he
well, it
picked
was
a guy
already
that's a
pretty
Democrat.
fucked up. He already did a pretty bang up job at that.
And-
dude. Come on.
In his
No.
like inauguration, he basically is like, yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of slavery, even though that's basically his whole intention. He just didn't want to fucking start the war
It
immediately.
wasn't. I don't think. I genuinely don't think it was his intention.
Definitely was his intention.
It was not.
But this guy, Johnson,
Uh-huh.
was an indentured servant
Mhm.
as a child. One of the greatest American stories of all time, and you don't know about it. He grew up basically a slave. That's what indentured servants. Yeah, eventually you earn your freedom after a while, but he, I think from like 13 to whatever, he worked as an indentured servant, worked his way up, became vice president. Lincoln gets shot. He shouldn't have been the president because he wasn't really like fit to be a president, but that happens. He was a big restoration guy. Like he was trying to just get that shit done as fast as possible
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to like, drag it out over years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he fucked up by doing that. Because he didn't really like protect like the freed slaves by doing that.
Oops.
So then that's why there was a shit ton of segregation in the South.
Oops.
Because he was kind of like, all right, we're back to normal, like immediately. He didn't like go in there and like make sure that they like listen to these rules and shit. So that led to like all the Republicans not liking him because also Lincoln's a Republican. So then Lincoln dies and they're like, now we have a Democrat president.
True.
So he gets
It would have been.
impeached.
It would have been amazing if he was like, "We're joining the Confederacy, guys." It would have been outstanding.
So he gets impeached
Yeah.
because all the Republicans are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're doing the exact opposite of exactly what Lincoln just did. So he gets impeached.
That's probably why they stopped doing that bullshit where they put the vice president from a different party.
But he was acquitted in the Senate by 1 vote.
Oh.
So he stayed as
Who
the
was the
president.
vote? Kamala?
Glove doesn't fit.
Honestly, it's
And
probably
acquit.
someone that became important because that's usually how those things go.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
But
you think Lincoln really wanted to do it, though?
you want me to read it? About his impeachment?
No. But you think Lincoln's, like, main thing was freeing the slaves?
No.
Yeah, okay, good.
No, his main thing is, like, he was trying to, like, really just keep the country together. Because as soon as he got elected, they were like, yeah, he's going to, like, they wanted to secede immediately.
Yeah.
So he, like, his thing was trying, like, he knew that if we could get over our internal conflicts, that we would be one of the most powerful countries. And he knew that the North obviously didn't have, like, the industry that the South had. But they had, like, I think they had more people in the North.
They also had a
And they
much
had a
better
lot-
trade situation with England
And they had a
and
lot
Europe.
better generals. They
Mhm.
have Ulysses S. Grant,
Yeah.
who's known as like the best general in United States history. Like he's Washington's probably second. Ulysses S.
Yeah,
Grant,
Grant,
is
yeah.
the fucking man.
Yeah, he's a good
Also becomes the president. Ulysses S. Grant.
That's correct.
Same thing. He's like an Eisenhower of his time. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I-
need one of those, dude.
Eisenhower's
We haven't
weird
had one
though.
in a while, yeah.
We need one of those after Trump Dog.
Eisenhower's after Truman, I
Yeah,
believe so.
I think
Truman's
so.
so Eisenhower's right after.
There might have been one in
The
between.
war.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Eisenhower starts like Vietnam and Korea though. But besides that, I think a lot of people kind of liked him.
Was he the one that started Vietnam, or was that because that was late that was late '60s, right?
Yeah, and that's I think it's him.
Kennedy died in '63, right?
63.
He didn't want to go to Vietnam, I don't think.
Oh, 11/22/63.
Was it Lyndon Johnson who kicked it off?
Oh, it's Lyndon B. Johnson. He's the one that started Korea too.
Yeah, the B stands for bitch.
Lyndon B. Johnson, also another guy who wasn't really supposed to be the president, and he became president because of fucking.
Well, clearly he was supposed to be.
But there's a lot of guys,
Fair point.
and that's basically those guys are what lead up to George H.W. Bush becoming the president. Is Kennedy becomes president, gets shot and killed. Then Lyndon B. Johnson becomes president after that. He also wins the re-election, Lyndon B. Johnson. And then he gets us into Vietnam, gets us into Korea.
He's a good
Little
guy.
Nixon becomes
idiot.
president.
Yep.
Nixon also ran against
Dick.
Kennedy,
Kennedy. And I think he also ran against Lyndon B. Johnson and lost
probably.
to him.
Yeah.
But he
Fucking shit on the guy.
beat Kennedy, but then Kennedy, it was rigged.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The mob, right? All that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but Nixon, by the time that he finally ran, he was like a well-known guy in politics, and they just had obviously JFK gets shot. JFK was going to be a big future He's like the Obama of their time, a big,
That's
great speaker.
true.
Everyone loved him.
Handsome devil.
Just
Handsome devil.
super shame the CIA had to kill him.
Well, that's how it goes. And then Nixon becomes president. He is, I think he's all right in his first term. Well, he's got to do good in his first term if he wins 49 states when he goes up for re-election. He wins 49 states when he goes up for re-election, loses Minnesota and loses Washington, D.C.
Shout out Walter.
Washington, D.C. Walter Mondale,
Mhm.
that's who we're talking about? Yeah, the GOAT. I think he,
That's what he gets for skipping the Al Smith dinner. Pussy.
was he the one that got blown up in war?
I don't know.
That might be Bob Dole.
I think that's Bob Dole.
He gets blown up in war and he's mad disfigured.
God
And his whole
damn.
thing, he came back from war and he couldn't walk and was
Mm.
all fucked up. And his family owned a convenience store. He was just sitting in the corner and he looked very fucked up. So people thought he couldn't hear or anything.
Jesus
So
Christ.
one
dude.
day, these people come into the store, and it's these two guys, and one of them points at him and goes, "If that was me, I'd kill myself." And then that day was the switch flipped in his head, and he started grinding.
The Bob
he worked-
Dole
he almost-
redemption.
Almost became president, Bob Dole.
Yeah.
I think he may have lost to Nixon the first time.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So then Nixon destroys Mondale,
Mhm.
wins all these states.
Clear
a year
mandate.
later,
Uh-huh.
So
a year
crazy.
later, he's impeached and he's out,
Yeah.
kicked out.
Because of who? Bob Woodward.
Bob Woodward, that's the journalist.
Mm-hmm. Who does
So-
Bob Woodward? Who did he work for right before the Washington Post?
CIA.
Wow, what a coincidence!
Also, this guy who's about to get fired finds this random guy, finds an informant. The informant's name is Deep Throat. I don't know if you ever heard about this before.
Never heard of Deep
Watergate
Throat.
is awesome.
I have heard of Deep Throat.
Watergate's awesome. Yeah, you've heard
Watergate-
of the
I haven't
thing,
heard
of-
Deep
Dude.
Throat.
I have heard of
Watergate
the man.
Is crazy because it's the biggest crock of shit you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, and if it happened like 30 years later, there would have never
Yeah,
been a
people would have been
possibility.
like, "What the fuck are you? Shut up." Who
So
cares?
Watergate is a hotel. It located in like a what's like a business complex kind of thing, like a bunch of office buildings, office complex. So there's this hotel in the middle of all of it,
And it was like the DNC headquarters, right? or
and
something.
on the 7th floor is the DNC headquarters. On the 8th floor is Federal Reserve. Month before they break into like the DNC thing, someone breaks into the Federal Reserve. These people like walk into the Federal Reserve and like, we're here to get into the Federal Reserve. And the security guard's like, all right, go ahead. So they go in, they just steal a bunch of money, and they leave. Then they're like, fuck, like, we were supposed to get caught. That security guard's an idiot. So then a month later, they go back.
And they gave him a raise.
And this time, they steal, like, some Democrat documents or something. It's these two guys that are basically blackmailed into doing it.
Checks
Because there's
out.
a prostitution ring. There's a whole thing that goes on in this. It's not known until, like, fairly recently. A lot of this
Prostitution.
shit.
Prostitution's a
goes.
big tool. The CIA, too, they use that to control
But
people.
yeah, like these two guys, their wives are like in these prostitution rings, kind of like against their will.
Damn.
And then they like blackmail these two guys. Are like, you're gonna do what we say, or else we're gonna like upload these pictures of your wives. And
Many
these are
such
guys that are
cases.
in politics. So these guys are already in politics. They're
Yeah.
like lower level guys in politics. But if you want a future in politics, you got to do what they say.
Now, really quickly, I want you to think, if it worked so well, would they stop doing it? Continue.
Well, some things worked too well that they had to stop doing, like shooting people in the head. Shout
Oh.
out Bobby Kennedy and JFK.
Television makes that tough.
So
Like trying to get Trump.
this is basically why they do this to Nixon.
Oh, they were
would have
smart.
they would have killed Nixon,
Yeah, they should.
except they killed JFK and RFK and Bobby.
Yeah.
no, Bobby's RFK.
Bobby, yeah.
But there's another one that dies too in a
There
plane
was
crash.
later. Yeah, that was Hillary, though.
That's different too.
He
But,
was running against her, dude. She was
but,
like, no.
So they've killed too many people, and then they killed Malcolm X and
MLK.
and they killed every single prominent civil rights
They
leader.
were going too hard.
It was the
too
time to
hot
do it,
boys.
to be honest.
JFK, I think, was a big civil rights guy too.
JFK, his big thing was he didn't want to give Israel nukes. That's it. That's why he was killed.
And he didn't want to invade Cuba.
He didn't want to play ball with them.
But I think he was also a big civil
Northwoods.
rights guy. Lyndon B. Johnson, that's the big thing he did was civil rights. But he got us into Korea and Vietnam.
But his civil rights bill, you know,
And that's what gave them, like,
there's
that stuff's all in the 60s.
did a lot of good, did a lot of not great.
Well, I think it did more good than it did worse.
I think
Bad.
a lot of it set up a lot of people to fail.
Back to Nixon and Watergate.
Yeah.
So these people break into the Democratic convention thing, right? And these are people that are, like, somehow connected to Nixon. Also, when Nixon runs for re-election, he changes his vice president, which is not a very common thing. If you've won and then you change
fair.
your
It
vice
almost
president.
makes you think.
It's like how Trump, when he ran the second time, he just picked Pence again. You don't really switch. Even though Pence wasn't like the greatest pick, and he kind of knew that, he still ran with
Yeah.
him again. So he changes his vice president to Gerald Ford. No.
Notoriously.
No. He changes it to a different guy, and the other guy gets kicked out. Gerald Ford's like the Speaker of the House.
Piece of shit.
I don't remember the guy's name. But he does change his vice president.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
this guy that he changed it into is somehow connected into this thing.
He most likely
But
is.
Nixon knows nothing about what the fuck went on. And he gets interrogated, and he's like, I don't know what happened. And they kept, like, berating him, and, like, eventually he just started, like, lying because he's trying to, like, help out his boys. He's basically like, someone did this, I didn't authorize it, but one of them had to have. So I'm going to back them because they thought it was a good idea. Like, he thinks one of the people that's really close to him, like one of his 5
Damn.
tightest guys, is like, we're going to do this.
Damn.
So he's trying to back his guy.
It's a real
So
one.
he gets impeached for lying under oath. That's really what happens. And he doesn't get kicked out of being the president. He resigns.
It was pretty much
Yeah.
Russiagate before Russiagate.
But I think he also resigns because he doesn't want to get killed.
Well, they
Checks out.
threatened him
He
probably.
constantly
He was a
has said
paranoid motherfucker.
that the same people that got him are the people that got JFK.
Of course.
He's constantly always said
They
that.
get everybody.
So he gets screwed.
It was Gerald Ford, I believe.
No, that's not his vice president.
No?
No, it's
He was
another
the
guy.
next president.
Yeah, but Gerald Ford's the Speaker of the
Yeah.
House because they kick
Oh,
out
I
whoever his
see.
vice president is because he was lying
Quote
to.
unquote complicit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I could figure it out if I click on Nixon and look at his.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Gerald Ford. I mean, he doesn't pass the physiognomy test. Look at his fucking face, dude. You tell me this guy has our best interests in mind?
I think he was like a.
He looks like he wants to eat my children.
I think he was like a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like Judge Holden from Blood Meridian, dude. He looks like a fucking freak.
Nixon was a big Israel guy too.
Didn't have a choice. He saw what happened to Kennedy. You want your head splattered all over your wife?
And Gerald Ford, the very first thing Gerald Ford did when he
Yeah.
got into office was he pardoned Nixon. And was like,
Hell
we're over
yeah.
this. Like, move on. A lot of people, like half of the population was like, we need to get him.
Yeah.
And he was just like, we need to move on. Which is a very good thing to do. Like, you
That's
don't
what
need
Biden
to focus
shoulda
on
did.
that. That's a good thing to do. I want to find his first presidency. He was also the vice president for Eisenhower, Nixon.
He pardoned him, so Nixon wouldn't blow the whistle, though. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's all
deep state
like that.
stuff stays, yeah.
But yeah, Nixon's Eisenhower's vice president.
That's why they're afraid of someone like fucking Matt Gaetz. Because he's insane, and he'll probably just go after anybody, which is kind of nice. I kind of like it.
I think Nixon fucked with the Soviet Union too. He was like boys with them.
I think he didn't want to go to war with them.
Yeah,
bro.
but so he was like nice to him.
Yeah, you shouldn't want to go to war with other nuclear powers. That's just me, though.
But Nixon was also on like a lot of like opiates. So like he was
Stressed
like
out.
a constant paranoid guy. So that's also when they got him like in these things. He was like, I don't
Stressed
fucking
out,
know,
dude.
Jack. I don't know.
I mean, I don't blame them. If they killed Kennedy, they'll kill you.
Oh, without a doubt.
He was America's sweetheart. Nixon, he's kind of ugly.
Yeah.
He's like a hammerhead. And then Jimmy Carter was after Ford.
He was supposed to run against Edward Kennedy.
What happened
but-
to Edward?
He was largely removed from contention after the July 1969 Chappaquiddick incident.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out who this guy's vice president is real quick.
What if the CIA killed Lincoln too?
Mark Felt is the name of Deep Throat too. They know his name now, but they only announced it when he was like had dementia on his deathbed, so no one could
Nice.
ask him any questions either. Why can't I find this fucking vice president's name? Like, it's got to be in here somewhere, right?
It was like Andrew something. Andrew Spigot. Spoigot. So I literally just saw it. I don't know.
Agnew,
Agnew. There you go.
something
Some
Agnew.
weird name.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll find it.
I'm gonna look into this other thing about
Is there any way to look up all the vice presidents?
Yeah, probably. I want to look up the Chappaquiddick incident now.
yeah,
of
we gotta
Edward,
find out what that was.
The Chappaquiddick incident occurred on Chappaquiddick Island, Massachusetts, sometime around midnight between July 18th and 19th, when Mary Jo Kopechne died inside the car driven by Senator Ted Kennedy after he accidentally drove off a narrow bridge, causing it to overturn.
Makes sense.
I mean, it was the car's fault, not his.
Cause negligent operation by Ted Kennedy. Are we sure about that?
What if?
Are we really sure that they just didn't want another Kennedy in the White House?
Are we
Surely
sure they
not.
didn't like cut the brakes or something to the guy's car? I mean, it wouldn't. That's like right up the alley. You shoot the other ones. You got to do something
that's
different.
That's exactly what I was getting at. So yeah, so then Nixon gets fucked out of being the president. Gerald Ford becomes the
What
president.
did he do? He ran off a bridge?
The other guy, yeah, he drove his car off a
Ted
bridge,
Kennedy?
yeah, with his.
If they, basically, they wanted him to die there, too.
I just have a funny feeling. Perhaps maybe something was wrong
Oh.
with the car.
No, it says Ford assumed the presidency after President Richard Nixon resigned, under whom he had served as the 40th vice president from 1973 to 74.
Type shit.
So I guess they switched from the Agnew to him, and then Agnew got like fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Sounds about right. Hold on, I'm on the Wikipedia. Let's see if
His
we can...
vice president, Gerald Ford's, Nelson Rockefeller. So
Makes a lot of sense.
that explains everything you need to know about Gerald Ford. He was huge in the big business.
Just out in the open, huh?
And
Damn.
basically,
Wait,
I think
Nelson-
Spiro Agnew. That's the guy's name.
Yeah, it is.
That's the Nixon guy.
Spiro Agnew. Hell of a
It's
name.
Big Joe name.
It's a cool
Spiro
name,
is a
though.
very Jewish name.
It's a cool ass name. You got to. It's like the dragon dude from the beginning of the game. You know, Spyro.
You can see the vice presidents on Wikipedia. It says
Yeah.
they're seceded by and shit too.
I got the list. Here's Nelson Rockefeller. He looks like a guy you could trust your money with.
So Gerald Ford, born in Nebraska.
Dude, Nelson Rockefeller is the guy from Up.
Damn,
He looks
really
like
is.
the dude from 30 Rock. What's his name? The dude that Alec
Oh
Baldwin.
my God, you're right.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh my god.
Wait, he's from 30 Rock, and that's Rockefeller. Are we sure that he is not related to him?
Well, they could both get away with murder, probably.
See, I don't know a lot about Gerald Ford. He's only president for his 3 years. I think
So fat.
Gerald Ford may have even not ran for re-election.
He was like, nah.
I think he may have been one of the guys that was just like, by the end, he was like, his party like hated him because they didn't elect him.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, no, I'm
He
not
lost
gonna
to
try to
Jimmy
run.
Carter, dude.
He did run.
I don't know, but Jimmy Carter was the next guy.
Yeah, but Jimmy Carter was like a human, which is why he won. Because a lot of these
Still a
other
human
guys, are,
now.
And it's
are
also why he
politicians.
lost.
It is also why he lost
Poor
because he was
guy.
too human, and then during his 4 years, he was too soft.
Fuck.
But-
What should I do to get these hostages back, bro? I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. I have this whole freaking military, but I don't know what to do. I don't know.
The whatever hostages.
Yeah.
They say he did get him back on his last day of his presidency. That's the thing. But the Republicans claim it was all Reagan.
Yeah, I mean,
But I don't know. That was a big thing. I don't know if you know about. I don't know what is it. The Iranian hostages?
something like that.
Do you know about this? It was like a big story. Like when our parents were kids. If you ever
Smells
ask
like
your parents
Reagan.
about the Iranian hostages, they'll go on a rant about how they were kids in school and they remember. But there was like these Americans that were just taken hostage. I think they were hostage for over a year. But it's the last year of Jimmy Carter's presidency, and he was basically negotiating like every day to try to get them back. And then they say he stayed up for like the last 5 days of like after he already lost the election, was like the last 5 days, like January, whatever days before the inauguration, he just stayed up at night negotiating. And then right as he was like the day before or the night before, they finally get a deal done to get these hostages back home. But he doesn't announce it. They don't announce it until after Reagan takes the presidency. So Reagan's very first day as president, he's like, the hostages are back. So then Reagan was like, oh, he's our hero. He already won pretty big.
Yeah.
He was a actor turned like politician. So he was already like a well-liked public figure. That completely turned it over the top. Everyone was like, oh, we love Reagan.
But is it true? Did Jimmy do it?
Ron.
So then that's why Reagan instantly, like, as soon as that happened, he won the second term.
Yeah.
But is it true? Did Jimmy do it?
I don't know. It doesn't necessarily matter.
I would have told them if I was Jimmy Carter, listen, you cocksuckers.
But Jimmy Carter is like a good guy, which is
Okay.
why he didn't do that.
Okay, fine. I would have
That's
told
the
them.
issue. Jimmy Carter isn't
Okay, fine.
like he's
fine.
not a politician guy.
Hey,
He's
hey,
just a peanut farmer.
hey, guys. I know you have those hostages of ours. Would you mind please giving them back? We really want them back.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. And Reagan was probably like, "Hey, you fucking bastards! I'll bomb you. Give us them
I
back
will
if that
murder
happens."
all of them and you. Give us.
I don't
the
even want
people.
them. I want to just kill you. I'll kill them too.
3 days, 72 hours. Better get counting, cocksuckers.
Yeah, like that was the difference.
You need that.
But Reagan, when Reagan wins so everyone always has these big glamorous parties, right, for their like night. Like Donald Trump has his big
At his
convention
palace,
at their
at
whatever,
his
at their-
court.
yeah. So when Reagan runs the second time, I think he destroys whoever. That might be Bob Dole. He destroys whoever he runs against.
Yeah.
But when he wins the second term, it cuts to like a camera in his hotel room. It's just him and Nancy sitting on the couch in their hotel room.
Hell yeah.
And they both look like upset that he won. But it's not like an
Damn.
upset like we won. It's more of like a, I have to do this for the country.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the guy.
Towards the end, apparently, he was hella demented. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, he who was the oldest president when he won.
Uh-huh.
I think when he was first elected, I think he was the oldest president.
Mm.
And then he was there for 8 years. So by the end, he's
Yeah,
very
he went-
old and
He went Biden mode.
yeah.
Which is which is why I don't think it's the worst thing to have
Well,
a
also, he had
dementia
fucking
president.
Nancy fucking slopping his shit every day.
Yeah,
so.
she was holding it down. It's not
she
the
was known
worst thing.
for top.
It's not the worst thing to have a demented president if he has good people around him.
Yeah,
Joe Biden has the worst people around him.
I don't know much about Reagan's people around him, but yeah, black people hate
Nancy.
that guy Reagan.
Nancy was just, that's all he needed.
But Reagan was also a big CIA guy, I think.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. The thing people always say about Reagan was that he was just like, he didn't really, like, there was no thoughts going on. If something sounded like a good idea in the moment, he was like, yeah, you know what, let's do it.
Did we have any wars in the 80s? No, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But he was like a guy.
Oh, no, I think we had Iraq.
Yeah.
Hell of a pop culture here in the 80s, but you keep going.
There wasn't a lot of deep thought from Reagan, apparently. He was just kind of like, 95 IQ, but really charismatic, and he knew when to dial it up.
And him being the president for those 8 years, he had this reliance on, like, his staff, and then he had this reliance on the CIA. George Bush becomes powerful. George Bush becomes the next president. George Bush was the leader, the director of the CIA.
Yeah.
The dad.
Yeah.
Big fucking bad guy to be your president.
And at the same time, George Bush is very good friends with the Sotoro family in Indonesia.
Bush is like everything that's wrong with like the dad is what makes early 2000s and like 90s politics all terrible. Because all those guys are all connected to like the Antichrist.
Pretty much.
Because they all went to like Harvard and are in like
Yale,
blood
Skull and
fucking
Bones.
sacrifice.
Skull
Skull
and
and Bones Society.
George
like,
H.W. Bush had sex with the skull of Geronimo. You can look
like
that
all
up.
of these people are in a cult.
No, yeah.
The upcoming people.
That's
These
where
people
we're at
before
today.
aren't like they're not the best people. But
They're
not
compromised,
in this, like,
but in a different way.
Yeah, but they're not in this like satanic cult.
Yeah.
that
These
other
guys are
That's
all
where we're
in.
at today.
These
with,
are
like,
the
they're
Bohemian
worshiping
Grove
Moloch,
people.
like the fucking owl god or whatever he is.
This is who Alex Jones records in the
No,
forest.
this is exactly
He
what
did.
Alex Jones talks about.
Yeah, George Bush Sr. might be one of the worst people to ever grace this earth.
And yeah, so he's like terrible.
He's just an evil fucking person.
He's terrible, and I
Yeah.
don't think anyone really liked him.
Yeah, it
Then
doesn't seem
Clinton
so.
ran.
But yeah, no, hold on, real quick. He was friends with the Sotoro family
Bill
in
likes him young.
Indonesia. He was good friends
Who are
with the
those people?
father of the family, who was a geologist for the Indonesian military, and that was a cover for Death Squad. And that's Barack Obama's stepfather.
I did know that.
That his mom married when he was
And-
like 9, 8.
Who's the guy that shot Reagan?
Hinckley. They're related
Hinckley?
to him too.
No, they're not related. They're really good family friends.
I
This
thought they
guy
were cousins.
Hinckley is like incredibly good family friends with the Bushes.
Yep.
And
And so is Obama's
There's
stepdad,
there's this
who
one
worked for the
story
Indonesian death squads.
about
It's weird.
Hinckley is the guy that shot Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan gets shot, but he's fine.
Yes.
Thank
I don't know
God.
exactly what he gets shot in like a notebook or something. He's fine.
Yeah.
So this guy Hinckley, he shoots him in 82, 81, the year before Lennon the guy shoots Lennon, who's John Lennon, who shoots John Lennon.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Lenin from Russia.
No.
Lenin was it was the guy who read Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah. No, The Kill a Mockingbird, no?
Catcher in the Rye.
Oh.
Catcher in the Rye was Reagan or Mock? I don't know. Hold on.
But basically,
Who shot Lenin? Which one was for Jodie Foster?
that's the Lennon guy.
Okay.
No, that's the Ronald Reagan guy.
Oh, okay. Mark David Chapman.
Mark David Chapman shoots John Lennon. And then about a year later, this guy shoots Ronald Reagan. And they say it's because he's obsessed with Jodie Foster, who's an actor. And he's like, I want her to notice me.
Mark Chapman was Catcher in the Rye.
Okay, the other guy's To Kill a Mockingbird then.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's not even true. But there's a story that goes like, he had dinner at the Bush's house like 4 days before he shoots Ronald Reagan. Like they are very good family friends. They say he has dinner at that house, and they're basically saying like this guy Bush told him like, hey, fucking.
And just to
You,
put
you,
in,
you,
like,
you saw what
yeah.
John Lennon did, or you
Yeah.
saw what this other guy did to John Lennon. The big quote was that guy who kills John Lennon says John Lennon changed the world and the Beatles changed the world and I changed the Beatles. That's what that guy says.
That's kind of hard though.
That is hard as shit. The
Damn.
Beatles changed the world. I changed the Beatles.
That
Hard as fuck.
that's the
But he basically tells this kid like, hey, you want Jodie Foster to notice you? You got to do something to Gotta make a change.
Make a name for yourself, champ.
Hey, I got a revolver. You want to borrow it? So then he goes and like 4 or 5 days later shoots Reagan. But Reagan's fine.
Oops.
Oops. That doesn't affect Bush becoming president, though. Bush still becomes president. I don't know who would have been president if Reagan did get killed.
Probably some fucking.
But that would have been insane because then it would have been like we have Kennedy who gets shot, and then Johnson becomes the president, right? Johnson doesn't get elected. He just becomes the president.
Yes.
After him is Nixon. Nixon's the president. He gets kicked out. And then Ford becomes the president, like not
who
by
was
being
essentially
elected.
appointed. Yes.
Jimmy Carter is elected. But then Ronald Reagan, if he got killed, like it would have been like a row of just like these guys aren't getting elected. They're just getting
They
thrown
had to
in.
calm down. They were getting too obvious.
They were. They're still too obvious.
Oh, you'll never guess who his vice president was.
Who, Reagan?
Yeah, you'll never guess.
Is it Bush?
It was Bush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was George
So
Bush.
that's even, yeah. So his vice
Dude,
president
come
is
on.
is family friends with the guy who shoots him.
Yeah.
All right. So then, yeah, Bush becomes president. I don't know a lot about the dad Bush.
That
I think he
is-
was another dork.
Oh, the
I think I
older
said
Bush,
that.
the
Yeah,
third
the
Bush, the
Dad.
grandpa Bush,
The dad's a senator.
HW's father.
Yeah, he was a senator.
Yeah,
He was a career
don't know.
politician.
When he probably wasn't around long enough for a lot of the fuckery because HW fought in World War II.
Really?
Yeah, he was. I think well,
H.W. fought in World War II and he got elected in '89.
it might have been him, or maybe it was.
It might
Yeah, he
have
would have
been
been 60-ish.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm trying to see. Because Wikipedia is fucking retarded right now. Oh, here's Kamala, my goat. Yeah, HW was born in 24, so he would have been fighting age
Yeah.
close enough
18,
in 43.
Yeah, 18 and 42. Yeah.
Yeah. He almost got eaten by sharks in Japan. It was him.
I know about that.
And then
I've heard about
he was around, I guess, with the forming of OSI and all that shit. The BI,
that. I
the
don't know
Bureau
what
of
either those are.
Investigation.
Oh, yeah. Not the FBI? Like,
The
what's that
precursor.
guy's name?
Alan Dulles, who's CIA.
Oh, I thought Edgar Hoover.
He was
The
J.
FBI.
Edgar. I think he was CIA.
No, that's the FBI.
Yeah, well, same shit, whatever. They're like,
But that's a long time
Gay
ago. Because J. Edgar
stepsisters.
Hoover, I think that starts.
that
at-
was 60s.
Teddy
That was
Roosevelt.
Kennedy years.
That doesn't. That start. The FBI starts at Teddy Roosevelt, I believe.
Yeah, it was
Teddy
the
Roosevelt's
BI.
a long time ago.
Yeah, the 40s.
Yeah, that's not Teddy Roosevelt. That's the other one. Teddy
Okay, no,
Roosevelt's
then
before that.
OSI is what became the CIA, which is what Bush Sr. was
Okay,
into.
yeah. The FBI, I think, was created by
The
Teddy
BI.
Roosevelt. 'Cause
That
Ted-
you know why they did it?
why?
You ever see that movie Flower Moon? That was why.
No.
Because they were scamming Indian people.
What?
Yeah. They were like what
Explain.
Le-
You need to explain all of these thoughts more than you are.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Okay.
was not just him, but there was a whole scheme going on with these rich Native Americans who had a lot of money because their
Are
land.
we talking about the movie or like?
This is real. It's based on a true story.
It has to do with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, because he's in the movie. He's the only movie
Okay. So it's not really Leo. It's whoever he's playing the actor of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's just like a pawn, but this thing's been going on for a while. They marry into these really rich Indian families, get them to sign over pretty much all the wealth because, they're not into contracts because they're fucking Native Americans. They don't care.
Yeah, they just like the casinos.
I thought you were talking about Indians like from India.
No,
I would have said it made sense.
they're not.
And then
even-
when he said they send all the money over, I was just gonna go dowries.
But yeah, it'd be like a organized marriage.
There was like, I guess there was some like the Native Americans kind of have like kings.
yeah.
Like
Pretty
there was
much.
like really
yeah, they
like
do.
No,
like-
but
like
this
rains
tribe,
fall.
this
Yeah.
tribe was just super fucking rich because their land was just full of like good shit, hella good shit, dude. And then after marriage, a few months later, someone would end up dead, maybe, mysteriously.
So this is the CIA.
The BI, the FBI.
Brandon Ingram?
I gotta look up the FBI because I'm pretty sure that the FBI gets.
This
started.
was like probably Teddy Roosevelt time. This is old. This is before World War II, I think.
So then after this, they took that land
Oh
The
yeah, they just
FBI
like
and then gave them a casino.
the
they
FBI.
took advantage of them. They stole all their money.
Yeah.
1908, created by Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, so it must have been around then. Because they were scamming the fuck out of these Native
They've been
Americans.
scamming them for a long time.
Al Pacino was scamming the fuck out of
So
these Native
the
Americans,
FBI is
dude,
created to help scam them or to stop them from scamming
to
them.
stop them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused as to
Yeah.
what.
So
you
it
getting at.
was like initially.
Teddy Roosevelt's a really cool guy. He did
He
a lot of
was.
things. He
He's
also, do you know about the Rough Riders? You've probably heard about that
Yeah,
before.
I've
That's like
heard.
so when he's like 40 years old,
Mm.
he has like a wife and kids, like a sick wife too. I think his wife is sick, and
Cool.
he just takes like cowboys and like gunslingers and like Irish cops from New York and like just the toughest guys ever, and just like creates like a battalion. Like that was also not a thing. Like you don't like just create your own squadron of people. Like he basically like created like SEAL Team 6 like back then.
Yeah.
He just
That's
took like
awesome.
the best guys, and then went up to the army and was like, I'm in the army now.
Okay.
And then goes to whatever battle he goes to, and there's like the Battle of San Juan Hill, maybe is what it's called.
Some like late 1800s
He's on, like, a horse.
shit.
He's on a horse, and all his men aren't on a horse, and he like just charges a hill. They all get
I
fucking
know the
killed.
picture.
They all get killed except him. And then he's like, all right, war's not for me.
Yeah, he fucked up there, buddy.
But he did like he created the police academy. He created, I think, the naval academy.
Damn.
He created the national park system. He created a lot of things. He did a lot of separate things through various points in his life. Like he did a lot of like the FBI, or he created the police academy
He was smart.
and the naval academy. He did that stuff before he was even the president, and he didn't want to be the president. He didn't do these things to become the president. He did them because it's like we as a country, like we have a bunch of fat lazy cops. Like they need to be trained. They need to know what they're doing.
He had environmentalism so fucking right.
And he knew about the power of a navy. And knew that was like he was a big history guy, and he studied the War of 1812 because that was the last like big war that they had.
Mm-hmm.
So
With England.
in general, like a lot of the other wars are smaller wars, like we're fighting the Indians and we're gonna destroy
The
them 'cause we
last
have a lot
war
more
with
people.
the naval power, yeah.
So his big thing was like we could have won this war in 2 weeks if we had any type of navy. We had one boat, and they were just able to get immediately onto our land and do whatever they wanted.
Burn down the White House.
That doesn't matter though.
Yeah, the shitty White House.
Yeah, it was just fucking swamp and like no town.
We got a better one now, pussies.
It's also too small. Like they've not expanded the White House since they rebuilt it.
It's fine.
But
We got a basketball court though.
they do. What was I talking about?
You were talking about Teddy?
Oh yeah, so he I don't remember where I was in the story. Something about
It's about the Navy.
The Navy, yeah.
oh
building
yeah,
up the
yeah.
Navy.
So he's like so then he basically goes and like creates this Navy academy and basically creates our Navy. So then for the next however many years, like we were kind of like 20 years, we were like untouchable. World War I happens, and then we're able to actually go
Still
into the
barely
fight
touchable.
with them because we have a Navy now, so we're able to send people over.
Yeah.
World War I.
And now we have like the greatest. Like our Navy's bigger than like every other Navy combined. We have like 9 aircraft carriers. And
we
like,
wasted
no other
so
country has
many
any.
ships. We didn't even need to get involved in World War One.
Well, World War One is
Complete. We got scammed, dude.
World War One. They also got scammed.
We got scammed.
Like they fought over nothing in Europe.
Yeah, well,
They
that's
got
true.
nothing out of what they fought World War One because like all of like the fucking what's that area called where fucking like Bulgaria and all those places are like
Turkey, the Ottoman Empire.
yeah, like that whole Ottoman Empire was just run by like one family and like 8 cousins, and they were all
We
like
needed to break that up.
kings of like separate areas, so they all just had beef with each other because they were all like related, so they had beef with each other. Then the one country and the other country are like fighting each other. Some 18-year-old kid walks up and shoots the one guy, then they're all in war. Like they were at war because they were all related, all the people that ruled
Damn.
all those places. Then England for no reason gets involved.
For
And
no
like
reason
France and all these places for
whatsoever.
no reason get involved. And then Germany was just kind of like there, barely like they like fought a little bit, but they didn't fight like an excessive amount. And then they just get fucked in all the peace treaties.
We did.
So then Hitler hates the Jews, but it makes sense.
Yeah, and we got fucking dragged into that through a lie. They lied.
Sink the ship.
Yeah. They said the fucking Germans sank the Lusitania. That didn't happen.
The Lusitania.
Yeah. Woo. Pearl Harbor too, another one. They knew it was gonna happen, but they let it happen.
Yeah, but Pearl Harbor is also like retarded. Like I don't know what was going through the Japanese people's minds when they did Pearl Harbor.
Well, the glory to the empire.
There's like a bunch of a lot of like the Japanese like generals during World War II. A lot of them studied in the United States, and they like all were like, "Do not attack them." Like,
yeah, no,
we've
that was
been there.
insane.
The entire country is just farmable land. Like, they will be able to
Produce
us
in,
no matter what we do. Like, no matter, we could take over
Japan's
all of
tiny
Asia,
as fuck.
and we probably
It is.
still won't.
They had a lot of China, but it probably wasn't good enough.
So then, yeah, some idiot decides, like, hey, we're going to sneak attack them, and then they're like, oh, we fucked up. And a lot of the generals in Japan knew that they fucked up.
I think their allies were also insanely pissed at them.
Who, like, Germany and shit. Isn't that when
Yeah.
Italy kind of flipped? Was
Yeah.
like after that?
They were
Italy's
like,
like, yeah,
"What
what are you
the
doing? Yeah,
fuck?"
we're on their side now.
We're like, we don't love them, but now is not the time. We don't need them involved at the moment.
Italy's like, we got too many of our guys over there. We're on their side now.
Yeah, well, that was because we have so many Italians. It would have been weird.
I don't know if it was Italians back then, though. I think a lot of it was Irish and German. Because that's a big reason we didn't join World War I was because a lot of the population is German.
Depends. When
I think 50% of the population during 1920 was German.
yeah, we had
German
a lot
heritage.
of Germans. We had
So that's why they...
Damn.
we're
they
built
didn't-
on German and English heritage.
And I think in World War II, it's obviously a similar percentage. So they didn't want to join these wars because they're
Yeah,
like, we're not fighting
exactly.
our country. Then they find ways to get us in there by
finagle
attacking
it.
us first.
Yeah, The Godfather 2, the flashbacks following Don Corleone. When does he come to the USA? What year is that? It's like 1900.
Something like that.
The Italians might have been here.
There is Italians,
They were
but it's
here.
mostly German and English.
Yeah, they were like the OGs. And then it's funny too because there's also all this like low-key subconscious inner conflict going on within our ethnically diverse populations. Like the Germans and the English, they have different like ways that life is supposed to be orchestrated.
Yeah.
And that shows up in our politics. It's like, fuck,
Yeah.
we're so fucking annoying.
Well, like everybody
Yeah.
brings their like cultural beliefs into their politics.
That's why I don't like it when people just say white people. We're not a monolith.
No, literally.
Have you seen the fucking Albanians? Get the fuck out of here, dude.
They're basically like brown. Albanians are basically like Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
No, they're white.
Yeah, but they're basically Middle
the
Eastern.
white
They're
browns.
white in skin.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like in culture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're basically Middle Eastern guys. Like they all wear the
Yeah.
bracelets.
If
They
you wear bomber jackets, you're from
they
that
drive
side.
Ubers. Albanian guys like
They're cool though.
they're Middle Eastern, dude.
They're a little scary.
They run like falafel places. Like, dude, they're fucking Middle Eastern.
So
Yeah.
Make a hell of a chopped cheese.
It's like there's no monoliths, man. It's fucking
No, it's
we're
yeah, 'cause
chopped.
especially like no one looks at England as like one place. Like,
Oh,
or
well-
not England, Europe as one place. Like people in the United States, they do look
I think
at
people do now, since they've lost so much
Well,
luster.
part of
after
that's
World
also
War
because the
II.
European Union's retarded.
It is. It's
The European
fucking
Union's
insane.
like trying to make Europe one country,
Yeah.
which is really the big issue. Is they're obviously eventually trying to get to the one world government.
These
but
people have been fighting forever. You think they want to be in the same fucking government?
literally,
Stop.
no, like these people do not like each other. That's how cultures work. You
Yeah.
don't like other cultures,
And that's
'cause
fine.
They do
That's
shit
how the
different
world
than you.
works, and that's why it works so well.
Exactly.
Exactly. Dude's spitting.
You think the Dutch and the
Deutsch.
French?
The Deutsch?
Yeah, well, the French are just pussies. Who else? Who's Germany? Do you think the German people want to be like all fucking boo boo kiss kiss with France all the time? No, they hate them.
I don't know. The French are really gay.
They're fucked. It's over.
A lot of our like early politics are all derived from like France. A lot
Yeah.
of like the 1800s.
Well, the French
1700s.
philosophers are good, but they
And
just became so much worse.
A
After the
lot of our
Revolution
early
and Napoleon.
presidents, like half the time, they
Yeah.
lived in France. A
Yeah.
lot of them, and a lot of them, like Benjamin Franklin, never became the president because he was too obsessed with just going to France.
France
he-
was fine then, though.
Yeah, but it was kind of. It was pretty gay back then too.
The maximum gay was the Revolution, and then Napoleon kind of got him back on track for a little while.
When is Napoleon's what, like 1850?
It's not too long after the Revolution kind of calmed down. Maybe 10, 20 years.
Yeah, I don't know. They're pretty gay.
He got him back on track, and then they just said, no, we have to be gay again. Stop.
Speaking of gay people, J.
Yeah.
Edgar Hoover was gay.
Wow, what a
The guy
surprise.
who led the FBI.
Couldn't
I don't know if- have you
blackmail
ever-
him.
Have you ever heard the stories about him and like MLK?
No. Fucking?
No, he used to like write like letters to MLK.
Hate mail.
No, but he also wrote like letters that were like pretending to be his lover, so that like Corretto would open them and be like, "What the fuck's this?" And he would be like,
"Oh,
be
that's
like-
J. Edgar Hoover, baby."
he'd be like, "They're fucking trying to get me. I'm not cheating on you." So obviously he could have been fucking other women, and that could be a lie. But but yeah, they would write him hate mail that's like, "You should kill yourself in the next 30 days, or we're gonna like say you're gay."
Yeah, you bitch. It'd be like some chain mail you
They
get
say he
now
was
in
a
your email.
cross-dresser, J. Edgar Hoover.
Well, no shit.
He's wearing dresses and shit.
Why do you think we have all this?
Can we get an early life
We've
check
been
on
doing
him
that for a
and look
long
at his
time.
religion?
Why do you think we have all this stuff we have?
I'm gonna get our.
They were
I'll do it.
cross-dressing for a long time.
Yeah, since at least 1920.
Bro, for like they had the gay speakeasies.
True.
Let's figure out J. Edgar Hoover.
He
And the
is.
sick part was these men having families and being gay.
Yeah,
at
you gotta
night.
pick a fucking battle, dude. You gotta pick a fight. You can't do both. It's kind of honorable to think you can do both, but you can't do both.
At that time, though, you get like, you might go to prison for being gay.
Yeah, that's not. It's
Yeah,
probably
they got
not
they
ideal
got
either.
nothing about his religion, but his parents were of English and German ancestry.
Okay. Still a piece of shit.
John Hitz was a Swiss. That's his uncle.
His uncle should have pulled out, dude. If you think about it, Nelson Rockefeller was like the OG
He
Dick
was a
Cheney.
Protestant who also respected the Catholic faith.
Respected.
That's what they say.
Interesting. What does that even mean?
He and the FBI worked with white evangelicals and Catholics to create a white Christian America. That's what the AI told me.
What?
Wow.
The Google AI says he and the FBI worked with white evangelicals and Catholics to create a white Christian America.
So the gay guy who
The
was
guy who was the
cross-dressing.
director of the FBI from 1924 to 1972, which is
50
after
years.
the Civil Rights Movement. He was
50
there
years.
to fucking, yeah, that's also insane. He's the director for 50 years.
The unelected 50-year director who also happens to be a cross-dressing homosexual turned America Christian.
Well, he was elected by Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, that's fair, I guess. Appointed, maybe.
Appointed.
Not by the people.
But Teddy Roosevelt
I was
made
there
some,
for
he
way
made
too
some
long.
mistakes. But Teddy Roosevelt, yeah, his cousin Eleanor, and then his other cousin FDR.
Yeah.
FDR, famous shithead. He's the reason we have a 2-term limit because he couldn't help himself. Dickhead.
How many terms did he do?
4,
but
and
he
then
died.
I
He
thought
died
it
in
was
the-
4. Yeah.
Who became? Oh, that's Truman.
He said the country needed him. He thought. And couldn't even walk.
He made
No, he
pretty
definitely got
much
power hungry.
Yeah.
everything
He
worse.
jumped into World War II to kind of stay as the president too,
Yeah.
because he would have got kicked out, and then
Yeah.
it was like, oh, I could just.
So maybe Pearl Harbor, them knowing about it and letting it happen. Yeah, it's just something to think about.
But they say he was
It's good. It's good.
like the deciding factor, and like obviously they say us winning World War II. I don't know if we won it though. You've seen the
Yeah.
world after. I don't know. The good guys won.
I think everyone lost. I think everything just became shit.
Yeah, life before like the World Wars was probably so tough.
Plus, no income tax. None.
Well, nobody had any money.
Zero.
Bro.
Yeah, who? But the income tax was created by. I don't remember.
There was none before World War II?
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Not
not.
here.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
It's created in like the 1880s.
No. Are we talking about federal or state? That's the question.
Federal.
No. There might have been like some provision in the 1800s, but it's a World War II ting. Yeah, I think we did it like a little bit.
First federal income tax, 1913.
That sounds about right. So World War One,
That's also before World War One.
right before it. Funny how that
Not
works.
right before it. The World War One's like the 20s.
Yeah, it
That's
was
like a
the
good
late
amount before.
1910s, bro. They were building up to it. That's right around the time
Oh
we
no,
got.
no. World War One's 14 to 18. I didn't know that. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
the exact time of World War
That's when we got the Federal Reserve too. Funny how that works, isn't it? It's fucking sick. They get to print money, loan it, make interest from the loans, keep only 10% of the loans, reinvest 90% of it, and also make interest off of each reinvestment from that extra 90%.
Well, is the Federal Reserve the thing that covers what's it called, tuition? If you get a,
Probably.
Or
It's
is that
where they
just
print all the
banks?
money.
I don't know.
It is a bank. It's a big private bank. That
Student
ruins our
loans are
country.
like the worst thing that's ever happened to our country.
Yeah.
Because student loans are like completely, what's the word I'm looking
You
for?
can't go bankrupt.
You
on
can't
them.
go bankrupt on them. Yeah, they're non.
Whatever.
What's the word I'm looking? I don't know the word. You can't
yeah, but it's
default
true.
on them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And it's
So colleges have just kept raising the price of college because if you can't pay the amount, you just get a loan, and then that loan is guaranteed money to them because it can't be.
Yeah.
It's backed, like the government's just basically paying colleges. The government is exactly what's funding colleges. I saw a thing today of a tuition slip from 1975.
yeah,
University of
adjusted
Houston.
for inflation.
Adjusted for inflation, it was less than $1,000
yeah,
for a semester. And
in
now
today's
it's
money.
fucking $40,000 a semester.
And the beautiful thing is, all of this predatory shit is being done on children.
Yeah, but it's not even predatory because they're loans that can't be defaulted on. It's literally just the government's
That
way of
is the
scamming
most
people
predatory thing ever.
Yeah, but you could just go declare yourself bankrupt and you don't have to pay them.
You
and
can't.
people and idiots like Biden are trying to fucking pay them off.
You can't say you're bankrupt
Why not?
because you can't default on the loan.
But you can't. No, they're federally like insured loans that
There's
are like
no
the
getting out
government
of
will
it.
pay them if you don't pay them.
Eventually, but you can't get out of it. It's going to hang over your head forever.
I'm pretty sure they don't affect your
They
credit
do.
score. I'm pretty sure student loans do not affect your credit score.
Unless Biden did something, they do. But even just you have $100,000 of
Yeah,
debt that fucks with your brain, dude.
Fucked.
And you're like 20, you're 21. You signed up for this when you're 17 and fucking retarded. They've been like peppering you with this shit. You need to go to college or you're fucked.
Your credit score also like resets every like 6 years. So you could
Yeah,
just not
but,
pay him, and then in 6 years your credit's perfectly fine.
What? The debt doesn't go away. You're just in bigger debt.
I'm pretty sure that student loans, like, you could just never pay them off.
You're just fucked no matter what.
I mean, of course you can never pay them off, but like
I think you're cooked if you don't pay them, bro.
it's the interest is not going down. You're just gonna be in bigger debt. And they do this to 17 and 18-year-old people who don't know any better. They don't know how the world works.
Yeah. And then they go to these big party schools.
Yeah,
Miles and miles away, so you pay the most amount
Yeah.
of money.
They're taking their school counselor's word as gospel.
Yeah.
A person who has resorted to being an emotional punching bag for children.
That's a fair point.
These people are ruining the financial livelihoods of millions of Americans. At what point do we say no more? Are the colleges be paying these school counselors too? Is there like some bias involved?
No, there's nothing involved. They make not a lot of money.
So they're just ruining lives for the love of the game.
Yeah, because that's all they know.
So you start high school normal. You come out. You don't know what gender you are because you're a school counselor.
Yeah.
You've been 5150'd a couple times because you're a school counselor,
Damn.
and you're in $300,000 of debt
What
because you're a school counselor.
what an 8-year stretch right there.
I think these people need to go to Gitmo. I don't think there's any other option, quite frankly.
Heads are cooked.
I think, Gitmo. You got freaking Alcatraz, Rikers. We have a lot of beautiful prisons.
We do. That's a lot of people, though, listening to those school counselors.
It's a lot of lives being ruined.
50% of people don't pay their federal student loans.
Well, that's smart. Fuck them. Who cares? At that point, whatever.
But that's exactly what I just
Can't
said.
pay 'em.
But it's still not good.
Credit score's all fucking
So
made up. But you can
nothing's-
still buy a house. You can still buy a car. It's not stopping you. You just pay more rates. You
Yeah.
just pay higher rates.
And then you get in more debt.
Well, not if you have the money to pay it off.
How are you going to get the money? You're in debt.
They don't take your money. that debt, they're not the federal loans. They don't seize your assets. It's private loans that they'll sue you and seize your assets.
You better hope you're making enough to pay off that extra interest on that house, bud.
I'm saying you make enough where you just pay the house off in general.
I'm saying that's hard, and most people just end up being indentured servants for their entire lives.
Well, if you're like black, you could just not pay them off and take like your extra $25,000 for your house and use
True.
that for the extra.
You could take out a massive credit card loan.
Or if
and
you're an illegal
gamble it.
immigrant, you
Yeah.
could not pay your federal tax and then get your $50,000 for your house.
Now
and
that's
just use
smart.
that.
If you're in massive student debt loan, the best thing you can do is leave the country and re-immigrate illegally. Come in through the southern border while you still can.
Shout out John McAfee.
Yeah, whatever. Exactly.
You know who that is?
Yeah. He's alive. He's still alive.
I don't know.
I think he is.
Dude, he's on one of the very first episodes of the Shane Gillis podcast.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's like on after he said like the Chinese thing and like deleted all the other episodes.
But real quick, yes, student loan debt. If you have it, leave, come back through Mexico, sign.
You know, I looked it up. I guess eventually you got to pay them, but there's a lot of people that don't pay them, so I don't understand.
Get your fucking phone from the government. Sign up on that 1B app. Get your asylum claim.
You got to do it
done.
now. You got
Now.
fucking 2
Go.
months. You got to go.
You can come in. You can be a completely different person. Your family will think you're dead. It's fine. You have no more debt.
It's actually a fair point. What's
You're
going
just
on?
a fair-skinned Hispanic Latina.
No, it's fine. You got Spanish genes.
Yeah. You have
there's a lot
pure
of
Spain.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
Argentina.
And you're escaping fucking who cares?
Argentina's fucking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But still.
A lot of German genetics.
You know
in
about
there.
Americana, Argentina?
Yeah, I've heard
I
about
had
that.
no idea.
It's just like in 1865 after the Civil War, like a lot of the guys that lost, they just went down to Argentina and basically created like
Seems to be a habit.
Yeah, why does everybody just go down there? Because they just accept everybody.
I expect on the news we'll be seeing Barack Obama has purchased a mansion in Argentina soon.
For real.
maybe.
Seems like a beautiful country. I get it.
Yeah.
Argentina's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Goes pretty far south.
Is it safe to travel? Probably not. For
Probably.
the normal person, right?
I don't know. We look white. We could be Argentinian.
Javier Milei is probably holding it down.
You could
right?
see the southern lights from Argentina.
Wow.
You know the northern lights?
Yeah.
There's southern lights too.
Damn.
But they're very hard to see because not much land down there.
What are we gonna do when the magnetic poles flip? Are we fucked? Are we cooked, chat?
I
We're
think
gonna
it
nuke the
won't
poles.
matter at all.
Why not?
Nuke the poles.
The magnetic thing doesn't really affect like what it affects compasses. Like what else does it affect in Earth?
What about keeping the layers of magma in our core stable and solid,
They're constantly moving.
but they're like sticky?
But there's only like 3 layers.
Yeah. So what happens when they get detached? The mantle.
They're not gonna get detached though. Like even
you
if
sure?
it flips, it's perfectly fine.
Sure about that?
Our mantle and shit convex like crazy. It moves like a shit ton. It's like the most they found on any planet ever. That's why we have moving fucking. That's why we have mountains.
What about
like-
when our like magnetic thing goes down and the magma in between the shell?
Magma.
And
Well,
the,
if the magnetic field goes down, the
Yeah.
issue's not with anything with the magma. It's with the fucking radiation from space coming and killing us and
Well,
giving
that's one
everybody
part.
cancer.
that's one part.
No, that is the part.
no,
There's
more.
magnetic. There's the only way that we have no magnetic field is if everything just fucking dries up inside the Earth, and if that's gonna happen in billions and billions of years, after everything's finally cooled.
So hypothetically, what if the Earth's lava between the mantle and the crust stopped acting as like solid as it is? Because right now it's like it's not like motion. The one lower might be, but that one's it's keeping us together.
No,
Yes, it is.
it's like honey. It's like thick liquid.
It's sticky.
Thick liquid.
It's sticky. It's near plastic.
No,
Yes, it is.
it is not keeping us together.
It's keeping the fucking crust from getting fucked, dude. I'm telling you.
Yes, in billions of years after it is cooled down, the Earth shrinks.
Nah.
Yes.
This happened like 7,000 years ago.
What happened 7,000 years ago?
Shit got fucked.
We got this fucking planet scientist over here. Shit got fucked. 7,000 years ago, shit got fucked.
Yeah,
We need DeGrasse
What,
Tyson.
like Moses, bro? Is that what you're referring to? The Great Flood?
that happened.
Yeah, I know it did happen because there's like biological evidence.
Yeah.
Archaeological evidence. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, and the mammoth that was frozen in the flash freeze,
Fishes in land and type shit.
and the soil being like perfectly homogeneous.
Soiled it.
Exactly. So like, what do we do to stop that next time?
There's no stopping it, dude.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
We'll be on Mars by then.
Because
No,
we're due.
if we all go to Mars, we'll all just get cancer unless we figure that out.
We could do underground.
No,
Yeah.
there's still radiation that gets through.
We could wear suits.
Maybe.
I mean, why don't we build our bunkers in Mars with like lead and steel?
Sounds like a great idea. Build it all out of lead.
No, you do steel with a lead covering.
Where are we getting these fucking? We're bringing them with us.
Yeah. Can't be that hard.
That's
We'll have
very
3D
hard.
printing.
They don't even know if like Mars is where they want to go.
Where the fuck else are we gonna go?
A moon.
Venus?
Oh yeah, a moon.
We might. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Not Venus though. Venus is like hell.
Nah, that'd be sick.
Venus is like hotter than Mercury, and Mercury's way closer to the sun.
All libtards to Venus immediately.
That'd be kind of fire. They want to talk about global warming.
It'd be very fire.
They got only CO2 in their atmosphere in Venus.
Only cow farts. Only methane.
Brightest object in the sky at night, Venus.
What about the sun?
At night?
Yeah. Nah,
what's
for
what's
real
the
though?
second brightest object in the sky
It's
at night?
brighter than the moon?
Yeah.
Wow. Doesn't look like it.
Luminosity type shit.
Fucking
far away.
Stupid.
What's the second brightest object in the sky at night?
Orion's dick.
No.
Saturn.
Earth.
Correct. Saturn. Might be Jupiter. It's fun. I think it's Saturn though.
Which one is-
Saturn or Jupiter?
Which one has rings? Jupiter has rings.
They all have rings.
Saturn? I thought
Jupiter's
Saturn
got
lost
that
their
spot.
rings.
Saturn still has rings.
Couple.
They have a lot of rings still.
Couple rings left.
They have rings.
Like 3.
There's no like the rings are a shit ton of layers, but there's layers too because sometimes there's like moons that are inside the rings.
Stupid moons. You can't be there.
Like there'll be like
you
two
can't
rings,
park there.
and then there's like a little gap because in that little gap there's a moon that's
Mm.
orbiting there. So
Yeah.
all the rocks are like pushed away by its gravity.
It's like, oh, watch out. Big guy's coming through. Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking guy thinks he's cool because he's
They're
a
like,
moon.
oh, this fucking clown over here.
Yeah, guys, it's me, the fucking moon.
Yes.
But yeah, we go to like Europa or like Titan or
Too far.
Triton.
We need to get to Mars first. Those are far. Europa's closer, but those are far.
Europa is just as far as Titan.
Fuck.
They orbit the same.
Shit.
There's also Ganymede. It's the biggest moon in the solar system. It's bigger than Mercury. It's
Whack ass
bigger than
name.
the planet.
It
Ganymede.
is a
That,
whack ass.
I know. I think that we
So
learned.
we
I
name
don't. There might be water there or something. I don't know. A lot of ice.
We got to hit Mars first, make it like a gas station.
Europa is really the place that they should be going though.
Yeah, I mean, the name's pretty sick.
Well, also Europa's like covered in ice on the surface for like a few like miles or something.
Can you imagine there's just a
Then-
giant fucking cock-eating fish stuck under the ice?
No, there's like a giant like basically like what our like we have like the crust and then the mantle. Like their mantle is just water.
That's not good.
No, that's perfectly fine.
What the fuck? How are you going to build?
Underwater.
Where does it end? What's like the next layer?
I don't know. You can build something that floats. I don't know.
Is there like that thin little...
You could build on the ice. The ice is miles thick.
Better hope it don't get too hot.
You're
Facts.
very far from the sun. It ain't getting too hot.
What if
gonna
you
be a
go leave
brick,
the fucking
dog.
stove on and some shit, dude?
But
It's gonna be brick.
underneath, like in the
exactly.
like in Earth, like at the bottom of like the ocean, you know, there's like
Yeah, the
many
little
like
layer.
volcanoes things.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Mariana Trench is basically like a volcano at the bottom of the ocean. So there's those volcanoes at the bottom of the ocean, like
Used to be a mountain, by the way.
what, the Mariana Trench?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. It's so far down.
Back in my day.
No, because that's where the crusts go in. You're wrong. You are completely wrong. That's where the
Back
two
in my
continents.
day.
That's where the two crusts like go inside.
Damn.
That's where they fuck.
Yeah. So on the exact opposite side of the Earth, They fucking penetrate each other. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
It's
but
crazy how even the Earth fucking is male and female and no other shit.
isn't that funny?
Yeah.
But yeah, at the bottom of the ocean, there's like volcanoes on Europa too,
Yeah.
and they basically like spews like carbon and shit into like the water. So it's spewing like shit for life into the water.
Well, they found life in those little like volcanic environments in our planet too now, right?
Yeah, but especially there because it's like volcano, like it's
Yeah.
hot there, but it's shooting this stuff into water so it cools down.
And they can get the energy from that heat still probably.
So there's definitely a chance at least something in the water on Europa.
Imagine it's just Jar Jar fucking Binks.
Damn there.
Misa on Europa.
Misa, haven't seen one of you, sir, in a long time.
Misa on the moon.
Misa thought you died it. God.
I
and
love George Lucas.
You know what? If there are Jar Jars, we could genocide them. No one would care.
What if there's just a bunch of Wattos that are like, hey, what are you doing over
Fuck
here?
Watto.
Where's your money? I need your money.
We can't say anything about that because the ADL will come shut us down.
Hey, man, George Lucas, he made a Jewish character, not me.
He's a good man.
he did. He did. I saw.
Then he
tweet
made a
about it.
Jamaican fucking
Yeah.
underwater guy.
I saw a tweet with like
Misa.
4 characters from that.
What if
trilogy.
Jar Jar just went, Wagwan, Obi-Wan? Wagwan, Anakin. They elect him as like the emperor, what do they elect him as? Is it like the president in like episode
Ambassador
3?
or something?
The ambassador. He's like Wagwan, Misa ambassador.
Wagwan, Misa ambassador.
I need to hear Jar Jar Binks saying Wagwan.
With AI, we could do it now.
I need to hear
That's
it.
awesome.
Wagwan Obi-Wan would hit so hard if he said that.
Wagwan, Obi-Wan.
That would go so hard.
What's next?
That would go so hard. Do we have any other topics to talk about?
Shout out RFK.
He was at the fights.
He was at the fights.
Vivek too.
Bring back the
was?
beef
Yeah.
tallow and the McDonald's fries, you fucking assholes.
That was like the 80s or 90s, right?
Let's do it. We're tired of fat people. We're tired of being fat.
What do they use? Like peanut? No, probably not peanut oil. They used the other one.
They use other fucking
Canola.
AIDS seed oil,
Rapeseed oil.
pretty much.
That's what it's called.
'Cause
But they call it
rapes
canola.
your body.
Rapeseed
Damn.
oil is
It's
the name of
called
it.
rape for a reason.
That's why they call it canola, because they know.
Yeah.
If they called it rapeseed, no one would want to be
It's
eating
a
it.
little too on the nose.
Checks out.
It's raping your seed. Like, your kids are going to become retarded because
Hey,
you're eating
yo.
this shit.
You are going to become fucking dead.
Then you won't have kids, so it's raping your seed.
Yeah, true. You know that like body inflation, inflammation.
You wrote notes on a piece of paper that didn't bring the piece of paper,
Nah,
but brought a
fuck that.
picture of the piece of paper?
Hell yeah, brother.
What is wrong with you?
It's a new
It's
world.
efficiency.
First off, why did you write them on a piece of paper and not just like in your notes app?
because it's better.
Then bring the piece of paper.
That's a
No,
fair point, but also I get it.
exactly.
No, I get why you wrote it on paper, but then bring the piece of paper. Why would you take a picture of the piece of paper?
efficiency.
That's not efficient.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is. I'd have
Oh.
another thing to carry, more weight.
Misa have no paper.
Yeah, but body inflammation.
That's a
is
pretty
like,
good Jar Jar impression. I might need to get on this.
You
might need
might
to
have
learn some
do
quotes.
Jar Jar Binks, porn parodies or something.
Oh, wow. That's a big
Misa.
cock.
Misa hasn't seen a cock that big in a long time.
Misa can't find the clitoris.
Yeah, but body inflammation basically leads to dementia long term. Look it up. Not good.
Joe Biden.
If you eat rapeseed, you get dementia.
Trump's kicking it.
Dog, if you eat
Yeah, well, he's
anything,
different. He fasts, so it's weird.
He fasts and orders Burger King.
No, he only eats dinner. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
He doesn't eat other meals, then he eats 2,000 calories of McDonald's
in
for
like
dinner.
3 hours. Yeah,
But that's not a
If you made
super.
it
That's not
this
honestly
far-
not a super unhealthy way to live.
Yeah, no, it's not.
it's not at all. I mean, he probably has like really good gut health.
He probably has like bad cholesterol, but
say
like
that. I was gonna
besides
say
that,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
I mean, the dude stays up for fucking 3 days at a time. He's probably fine. Something's working.
I'll say something is working.
do you see the video of Baron when he's a kid with his like Russian
My
accent?
suitcase.
My
That's why they think he's a
suitcase.
Russian spy, right?
My suitcase.
I'm
Did you see that
surprised,
video or no?
I've never seen it.
You gotta go look it up. Just
That's
look up like my
hysterical.
suitcase.
It's cute.
Baron Trump. He's like a 6-year-old
Yeah.
kid, and he's talking like the Ivanka like accent. It's honestly really it's really cute.
It's adorable, dude. And Trump's in the
Wow.
background saying, "You need to learn writing,
writing,
reading,
reading, mathematics,
arithmetic."
Oh, arithmetic. That's what it is. Arithmetic.
And Baron's like, "I have to go to school now.
After you eat lunch, you go to school.
I have to go now."
These are like German accents. I don't even know how to sound like her.
Yeah, no,
I sound like fucking Richthofen.
You have to go to school now.
Baron, you need to build the Wunderwaffe.
Baron, get the ray gun from the box.
Oh, Baron. You need to hit the Wunderfizz.
It's crazy. That dude's gonna be our fucking emperor, dude.
What's the fucking thing from Dune called? Al Shaid.
Lisan al fucking Baib.
Sharif Abdul Rahim.
Lil Bibby.
Shit.
Shout out Sharif Abdul Rahim. Shout out fucking Mike Bibby. That dude's jacked.
He
Mike
is.
Bibby.
You know who that is? He's a very
No.
basketball
It's
player.
fucking huge.
Shout out Delonte West. It's okay. You fucked LeBron's mom.
And now
Yeah,
he's
true.
homeless.
And now he's homeless and on crack.
Yeah.
He was
Jesus
on
Christ.
crack.
Well, that's what
Yo,
you
do you
get.
see that they're gonna put
for
the
fucking
TNT crew on like ESPN or
I
something next year?
did see that.
If they put Stephen A. with them, I might go kill Stephen A. myself. But they were so funny at the beginning of this year because they like didn't think they were coming back, so they were just doing like the
Yeah,
most outrageous
Doing
shit.
whatever they could.
And now I feel like they might censor it back a little bit. But
Well, that's why
yeah,
it's so
ESPN
good.
I love
will
him.
definitely
I love
censor
him
it.
so much,
But
dude.
maybe not, 'cause McAfee.
Oh, that's a good point. McAfee's good.
Yeah, he's great.
With Saban on college, like the pregame show is the greatest thing they've ever had.
Yeah, he's really
Like he
good.
just is there, and now he's like bullshitting with Pat a little bit. Now it's funny. You see, they had Livy Dunn on the college football game day.
I did see that.
Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens was also there.
Hey.
He said something about like how he was doing his homework for the game.
Said
And then
John
Nick-
Pork on
and
my
then
wrist.
Nick Saban just goes, "Oh, that's the first time you ever done homework at LSU."
Ah, nice.
And it's one of the funny, like Nick Saban, you don't expect him to be cracking jokes,
He's a great dude.
but it's funny because he's ripping LSU too, and Bama.
He's like a historically good person.
It's
dude.
crazy because he also coached LSU.
All right.
Did he?
Unironically, if Saban ran for president,
He also
I would
coached
vote
the Miami
for him.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
2-14.
Oh, it happens. I'd vote for him.
Yeah, but then he was gonna sign Drew Brees, and they didn't because they didn't pass the physical.
With what, like his shoulder?
Yeah,
probably?
shit was
'Cause I
fucked.
think his shoulder has fucked his whole career.
Yeah. Oops. It happens.
You see that video of AOC saying no doesn't mean stop. It means like keep
That's-
fighting harder.
That's insane.
I gotta find
That's
it.
one of
There's
the
no
nuts-
way she
The
said
only
that.
time, well, honestly, I might need to find it too on a TikTok video. That might be a Big Ben edit, because it cut
I
to Big
love
Ben.
Big Ben.
There's no fucking way she said
I'll
that.
find it for you.
That's
I
like-
love Big Ben.
I was thinking about sending you the Big Ben edit, but I didn't.
That's so anti her brand.
I'm anti.
She was the last person I expected to come out as pro
And the
rape.
sex was average with you.
For real.
She's been on kind of a tear. She took out her pronouns from her bio.
Hell yeah. AOC.
Yeah. She's asking people like where they get their news from. She's trying to get like red pill type shit.
She should drop him.
People think she's pregnant on the streets.
Oh.
So those motherly instincts are kicking in apparently. Who knows, man? She's cooking. Maybe. That rape thing's kind of crazy though.
I need to fucking find it. Oh, here it is.
No does not mean stop. No means find another way.
So the butthole.
Shut up,
Oh,
Benny.
then it just cuts the Big Ben highlights.
That's awesome.
No doesn't mean stop. It means find another way.
The-
AOC. Put it on a shirt.
Damn, bro, what the hell is she cooking?
What is she
I think
cooking?
she's talking about like I don't know, like fucking protesting or some shit. But I don't know. Out of context, that's so funny.
You got to think about, as a politician, you got to think about what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, exactly.
Because now, I might make a campaign ad with that.
No, like honestly,
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
AOC is pro rape. If I wanted to, if I was like a
I don't,
political
like-
fucking.
the only
Analyst.
reason why she's like in politics at all is just because she represents
She's
like
hot.
but she also represents a super like diverse area of
Mhm.
New York.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why they vote for her, because they're all dumb, uninformed.
They
liberals.
see themselves in her.
They don't like look into anything. They just are like,
They're
oh,
hippies. They're
oh,
weirdos.
blue. I
Yeah.
vote them.
They're
not
band
hippies.
kids.
They're fucking like poor people in the city.
They're band
They
kids.
don't even
dude.
know. They don't know.
I don't
any
think
better.
that's true. I'm pretty sure she represents one of like the poor districts.
No,
in,
that's even worse.
in like one of like the mainly black Hispanic areas.
Ugh. They should have got someone who like.
But I think that's why she's just there because like no matter what what does she do? Is she a senator?
She's
She
a
Congress-
congresswoman.
How does Congress work?
Everybody's in
Is Congress
Congress.
2 people?
Congress
Per
is
state?
just the combination of the House of Reps and the Senate.
So then what does that mean? So she's a Congress. So what's she in?
I think she's a representative. She's in the House of Reps.
Oh, and that's a lot of. There's a shit ton of them.
Yeah, there's like
yeah,
5
for New
something.
York. Yeah, there's like
For
20.
New York, yeah, they have
Isn't
a
it?
lot.
Isn't the electoral votes one
Mm,
per House of Representative? Isn't that how it works?
I don't know. I
Like
think
your
it's
number of electoral votes is the same amount of representatives you have in the House of Representatives.
maybe. But I don't think those electors are the same people as the
I
representatives.
think those numbers are the same though.
They might be.
What am I? The House of Representatives.
Yeah. Not sure. I know it's based on the census. I know it changed from last whatchamacallit. I think it changed from the
Number
last
of
election.
voting representatives in the House is fixed by law at no more than 435, proportionally representing the population of the 50 states.
It's gotta
Currently,
be some
there are
crazy
5
math.
delegates representing the District of Columbia, the Virgin Islands, Guam, American Samoa, and the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands.
Yeah.
Get these people the
Get them
fuck
the
outta
fuck
here.
out of our government. What are we doing?
Who
They
vo-
can't even vote.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't vote in our elections, but they could fucking. What the fuck are the Northern
impact
Mariana
policy.
Islands? Are they by Hawaii? I think
Probably
they're
they
somewhere
gotta
over
be
there.
something like that.
By like Midway Island.
No Puerto Rico, huh?
Midway Island's really funny because it's just an island that's named after the Battle of Midway because we just fought a battle at this island.
Oh, did you hear the rumor? We're thinking about trading Puerto Rico to Denmark for Greenland.
That'd be shocking.
That'd be a great trade.
It would be a phenomenal deal.
That's like trading fucking Bronny for Jokic.
It's like trading Bronny for 20 first-round draft picks.
God, that's like trading Bronny for 1 cup of LeBron's semen.
True. Think of all the oil in that cup.
Hey yo.
Think of all the oil in that red Solo cup of semen.
That needs to be a clip on TikTok, what I just said.
Oh, we can make that.
And the
a
way
clip.
my voice changed at the end.
It became a demon.
All right, I think I'm running out of topics. to
Hey
talk
yo.
Oh,
What year did Monica Lewinsky suck on Bill Clinton's wiener?
I don't know.
Something.
Should have been like today. In an ideal world.
She's still around?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's on Twitter all the
I was
time.
gonna say.
She endorsed Kamala.
She should have a podcast.
Which is fucking nuts.
Yeah, she endorsed Kamala. She was like, "Oh, this guy that was the president from your party 20 years ago, like, I was gonna say raped, but I don't think he raped her. I'm pretty sure that was pretty consensual."
The only
like-
questionable thing is the position of power. I
Yeah,
get that.
I was gonna call it statutory, but that's not what it's called. It's
No,
like
it's just coercive.
yeah, it's like
She's
power
old
dynamics.
now, but I get it, Bill.
It's
She's
like, are you
younger.
gonna say no when the president
Yeah.
says, "Can you suck my penis"?
He said, "Hey, Monica,
Look, I won't tell Hillary. I promise.
look,
all right.
I promise I won't tell anybody. Just get
I have
under,
a good bill. I
just
got you.
get under the desk.
Tell me what you want me to say.
Just talk about getting her to suck your wiener."
All right,
in your
Monica.
Arkansas.
Monica, look, I promise I won't tell Hillary, but can you please just suck on it a little bit? Just a little bit? Maybe a lot. I don't know. Yeah, I'm Bill Clinton.
yeah.
Look, just whatever we do, make sure Hillary doesn't find out. If she finds out I did this again, she's going to not talk to me for months until she wants to bomb Syria. That's a true story. You can look that up. That's all I got.
This brother Bill looking old.
Yeah, he looks cooked.
He does.
Some women still find him attractive, apparently.
This is nuts.
I
At this
mean,
point.
What's he look like? Let me see a picture. Maybe I was wrong.
somehow. No, I get it. Like even like 10 years ago. But
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy.
Oh, you know what? It's not bad.
Let me show you the other one.
Yeah. Because, I always...
William Jefferson Blythe III.
What a name.
That's his real name. Blythe.
Yeah, Blythe.
He's 78.
Bill, I don't know, for some reason in my head, he kind of looks like King Charles now. And I know King Charles is like a dying husk of a human being. So maybe I thought Bill was worse than he is. But it's tough to find an accurate picture of him.
Notable people with the surname Blythe include.
He doesn't look terrible.
They don't put Bill Clinton in there.
Aw. He
It kind of looks like Bill. He just looks older.
It's just like an English Scottish.
Yeah, he
name.
looks a little bit like Biden.
yeah,
he's like
he's
Biden
just
out.
aging.
It's a British and
Yeah.
Irish surname.
Hillary hasn't aged. Like, she kind of still looks the same. Must be all that blood she drinks.
Just beat.
Hillary Rodham. No,
Yeah.
she looks She's old, bro. Have you ever seen like her when she's 30?
Well, that's different.
She's
dude.
fucking fine.
That's different.
Well,
I get it, Bill. Bill had some riz, as the young folks like to call it.
you like them young, Bill.
Hey, Bill, I hear you like I'm young.
The short haircut does not do her any favors.
You were Kendrick or Drake? Kendrick?
Kendrick.
That's what I thought.
I mean, most people.
No, they did their first podcast episode on Kendrick versus Drake.
Oh, wow.
And
The
he
whole
was
thing?
Kendrick and he was Drake.
Oh, it's like a debate.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
cosplaying.
Who was the
Kendrick.
master?
They're called. It's called Rey vs Rod or something like that.
Oh.
That's correct.
And the picture is like a UFC face-off.
That's nice. I like
So they
that.
just debate.
That's
what
good.
their podcast is.
That's good.
Check that out if anyone. We're pretty far in.
Oh, we'll make it a clip.
I'm not gonna. No. Don't give them free promo. Leave it
Okay,
at the end of the
fine.
podcast. They pay for these ads. This is our ad space. They pay for it.
You heard about Whoopi going on the sex strike?
She does
I
not
did,
have
yeah.
to worry about that. Yeah, we're fine.
Damn, Whoopi. You and me both.
Have you ever
Kamala.
seen like the videos of like Donald Trump going on like her show in like 2010 and she's
Yeah.
like, "This is my best friend, Donald Trump."
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
And then he had the gall to run after Obama.
very.
Well, he just had the goal to not run as a Democrat.
They didn't let him.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
tried like
Yeah.
multiple times before.
They're like, we want Hillary Clinton. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a bad move.
Every time they pick someone, it seems like it's a bad move.
I'm really not sure where they go from here either. They're in a really bad spot
well,
as a party.
Well,
they knew some.
But he's not gonna beat Vance if
the
Vance.
fact
runs.
that they had no
Hopefully
plan and they were just gonna try to run back Biden was the big issue.
Tim Walz, he's a heavy hitter.
I think Big Mike. They're gonna try.
Did I talk about this on the last podcast?
I don't know.
Or I may have talked about it just to you,
Mm.
where it's like it all starts with Obama. Obama picks Biden because he picks Biden as his VP because he doesn't want someone that's like gonna overshine him.
Yeah. We talked about
And
that.
then
Yep.
Biden picks Kamala because he doesn't want someone that can overshine him.
Yep.
And then Kamala picks Tim Walz because she doesn't want someone that can overshine him
Yeah.
or
so
her.
the
Sorry.
next Democrat is going to be
A fucking goober is
Yeah.
really what we're getting at.
the vice president is going to be the dumbest person.
But they don't have
imaginable.
any up and coming guys that are like.
Not yet. It's still a lot of time. They
I
might run
understand
AOC.
that, but I feel like
I think they're definitely grooming AOC for
yeah,
some
but she
point.
stands no chance.
I don't
Well,
think
not
so
against
either.
the Don.
Did you just? They run one political ad. No doesn't mean stop. It means keep going, and she lost.
Well, they could just rig it and have 80 million votes again.
Well,
At
they
3 in the
can't.
morning.
They made it too big to rig.
They need
they
to pass.
couldn't do it two. They couldn't do it 2 elections in a row.
They need to pass the voting shit now.
Oh yeah, that's why they tried to kill him. That's
Yeah.
like they go in cycles. The CIA.
And
Yes.
it would have been Nikki Haley. Ew.
That fucking Indian bitch.
Ew.
She's Indian, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Nikrita.
like Kamala. Yeah,
Karita.
Nikita. Yeah, that's her name, Nikita. And she goes by Nikki, so that no one knows her fucking name's Nikita.
yeah, it's
She
crazy.
wants to send us to Israel.
Kamala's a hella like Indian name, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Isn't what's her mom's name is something similar to Kamala, I think.
I don't know.
Donald J.
Apparently, Kamala said she was inspired to get into criminal justice by a vengeful Hindu goddess.
And her
Heard
favorite
that.
rapper when she was in college was Tupac.
Yeah. When she was in college and like what?
2-pack.
Before Tupac ever made any music.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's like LeBron when he was talking about like
Yeah.
listening to Migos when he was like on the Miami Heat. He's like in 2013 we were bumping the Migos all the time. It's like bro,
Shit,
their
brother.
debut album came out in 2015, dude.
He was listening to the underground stuff.
He could have been though. Like
Yeah.
I won't doubt my goat. My
The
glorious
king
king.
has
I'm
I'm
impeccable
pouring honey
taste.
on you, goat.
I'm
Did you-
pouring honey, but I'm still down you.
Did you see that one video of the one girl like talking? She gave like the hardest intro to LeBron edit. It's like, I wake up in the morning and my boyfriend's sitting there singing, "You are my sunshine," and I'm thinking, "Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
I've
He's
seen
thinking
this.
of me." But no, he's talking about LeBron. And then it just cuts to like edit. It goes, "LeBron James," and it's just like dunks. And it's the toughest thing I've ever seen. And he's like, he's talking about, "I'm pouring honey on you, goat." He wants to have sex with this man.
Hell yeah, brother.
I reposted it.
That's
I feel that way.
hysterical.
It's gonna be a long time till we have someone as memeable as LeBron James again in sports.
Oh my God, we were talking about this. We got to ask him.
Yeah.
If the black people of America had to choose a leader Do you think that LeBron would be the unanimous vote?
It wouldn't be unanimous.
Well, like
Overwhelming
majority vote. LeBron.
Trying to think I think Denzel Washington would be in the running.
No, but like every black person in America would vote on this to be like the
spokesperson of
the
the
ambassador
of the
LeBron
blacks.
would definitely be up there.
we said Kanye would have a substantial
Who would be
amount.
who would be the white person?
Fucking
Donald Trump. He just won the
Yeah.
election.
Yeah, of
I
course.
forgot.
He is pretty much
Yeah, that's what the president is. It's the spokesman of the white people for now.
for now. Give it 20 years.
Yeah, we'll see.
Uh-huh.
Unless he kicks all of them out, then we got a little bit more time.
See what happens.
We're not even the majority right now, though, isn't it? Latinos are the majority in the country.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're voting for Trump. Let's go.
Shout out you guys, bro.
Shout out Tony Hinchcliffe. But yeah, I mean,
Calling your island trash.
LeBron's probably one,
Have you heard? No, it's because they just have a landfill problem.
and he's bringing.
And nobody
attention to the
actually
problem.
knew that they had a landfill problem. So when he said island of garbage, he just meant like there's a lot of garbage with the landfills, and people
Why
took
don't
it
they
in
just
the
give
wrong
it to
way.
Haiti?
Huh?
Too
Why don't
far.
they just give it all to Haiti? It's literally the same
Haiti's-
island.
Haiti's
That's
been
DR, bro.
Oh, never mind.
and Haiti's been through enough.
Yeah,
I don't think they have.
I think they're good.
Is barbecue still alive?
He hasn't died, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Barbecue, we'll have you in on a phone interview. That'll probably be convenient for
Do
you,
you even know
brother.
who barbecue is?
I have no idea who that is.
He's
It
the
was like a
warlord.
thing like 2 years ago that like some
Bro.
warlord named Barbecue
This-
took over Haiti.
This was 6 months ago,
It
man.
was 6 months ago.
This is recent.
That feels so long ago.
Their government collapsed like 2 years ago. This is
Yeah,
just
and
fun
it's
now.
just like a warlord named Barbecue, like dead ass barbecue.
His name is Jimmy Cheshire.
Haiti's been through enough,
That
man.
sounds hella French. Which
Yeah,
makes
well,
Haiti's
sense.
been through enough.
He is a Haitian gang leader, former police officer, and warlord who is the head of the revolutionary forces of the G9 family and
You know what?
allies.
Maybe-
How,
He's
mu-
doing
how much?
good.
How much money do you think we give him
To get on here?
to like? Well, how much money do you think we gave him like in the first
Oh,
place?
like the CIA?
Yeah.
Let's
And now,
see.
now we probably like, oh fuck, we got to give money to the other guys that are gonna like stop him, but then they're gonna just become him. That's literally what happens in every country that we give money to.
I'm trying to see
people.
when it popped off.
Barbecue.
Oh, he's been fighting in like gang warfare for a while, it seems.
He's a real one.
He was a cop. Oh. When he was a police officer, he was alleged to have perpetrated the 2018 La Saline massacre, in which 71 people were killed and 400 homes were burned down.
God damn.
He was also accused of being involved in the 2017 Grande Ravine massacre that killed at least 9 people, and the 2019 Bel Air massacre. And
He's
in,
locked in on mass.
in 2018, he was fired by the Haitian police.
It took him that long?
Yeah.
It took him like 4 massacres, and they're like, all right, dude, you're gone.
So, wait, does he lead the country now?
He's like a warlord, so
Yeah.
he's like he has like a gang that basically
Listen.
like a gang of police, basically, probably.
But I
Not-
thought he took over.
Not court-martialed, not arrested, fired.
They don't have a. They don't have
Fired.
A fucking. They don't have
Send them
judges
all.
over there.
Send all their people here. That's a great idea.
Fired.
They're eating the
So
dog.
they don't have a government.
They're barbecuing the dogs.
We might have to look. This sounds awesome. Haiti sounds awesome right now.
They're barbecuing the dogs, dude.
The formation of G9, which is his like posse, was announced by him in a YouTube
Fly like
video.
A G9, like a G9.
Yeah, that's insane. That was in a YouTube
wait,
video.
so it was revealed in a YouTube video?
He announced the formation of his revolutionary party in a YouTube video.
Does it have a name?
It has a link to that. Let me see if I can find it. But this was like 1 month after he did another massacre. He was like, "Guys, let's do it." I think I found the thing on Wikipedia. I'm not. Oh, it's still on YouTube. Nope, it's not on YouTube. They deleted his account.
Checks out.
They do not want to see a brother win. Yeah, this guy sounds sick.
Dude, he looks pretty chill. He's just like a fucking.
Yeah, right.
Look
He
at his
doesn't.
dimensions. He can't be taller than like 5'9".
You don't think so?
Dude, he looks tiny.
Yeah, this dude just be killing people. But I guess he's the boss now.
Haiti's latest, A Day with Barbecue.
Yeah, they must have done an interview with him or something. An exclusive.
Look at him. He's in the fucking. Where is he? He's in that shirt. Right there.
Oh, I see. Put it on the mic.
He looks tiny.
Let him hear it.
Jimmy Chirizier, universally referred to
Chirizier.
as Barbecue, is the head of one of the most powerful gangs in Port-au-Prince. But he's also the head of a gang consortium that's brought Haiti to its knees. He took us through the roadblocks of buses.
Roblox?
Wait, I gotta pause real quick. The one guy's wearing a Michael Jordan jersey. That's
That's
with them.
fire, dude. That's fire.
But look at the fucking garbage on the ground.
Oh my god.
Look at the fucking garbage.
Where are the garbage men? Did Barbecue kill them?
Jesus Christ. Bro, it just looks like a literal war
Oh,
zone.
that's not good. Well, you think Barbecue... Oh, wow. Luis Gil won Rookie of the Year?
Damn.
That's kind of insane. I didn't know he was that. I didn't know he was like that. Okay. Yeah, Barbecue. You're
Did
a fun
they
guy.
announce any other awards yet?
I have no idea. I saw it on a stupid Snapchat
I
story.
need Zach Wheeler to win Cy Young.
He should.
He really
Yeah.
should, but
Barbecue, you were welcome. By phone. On the couch. We
My
know...
phone, my friend.
Yeah, by phone. We're not flying.
12.5% of
You'll get
people-
arrested at customs.
Yeah.
12.5% of people get a perfect score on my physics exam. How is
Wow.
that possible? I watched a guy literally take a picture of all the questions on the exam and look them up.
Chad GBD.
No, like
supposed to do
literally a fucking piece of shit though for doing that.
Oh,
Like, it made it very obvious.
yeah, dude. People used to do that all the time. And it was so, like... I guess the teacher's not really paying attention, but it's like, come on. At least try to make it a little...
No, there's also so many people there, but the kid didn't
True.
even like try to make it like subtle. Like every single person around us saw it. Like someone should have told him. I ain't doing it.
Well, that's probably
I
what
would
everyone
never do
thought.
it.
I should have.
The bystander
I thought about
effect.
it.
Why are you doing that?
Why am I what?
Worry about your own business.
Because he has respect
No,
for the
because-
fucking profession,
No, because he's
bro.
fucking up the curve for everyone else, bro.
No doubt, but he's also looking out for himself, trying
It
to
just
get the
said
best
the average.
grade
They
possible.
just said the average is a 55, and that motherfucker cheated, so he probably got 100.
Jason.
They will look.
Jason.
They will know.
This
I don't know
guy...
if that's true.
This guy will be building your bridges. This guy looking up these answers.
Hey, man.
No, he's probably doing something even more complicated than that,
True.
which makes it worse.
This guy will be building your
It's
nuclear
dog eat
reactors.
dog, brother. Do what you do to survive.
I don't know. The only thing I've learned in that class is that if I get a strong enough magnetic field, that I can oppose Earth's gravity.
All right, thanks.
So I'm gonna start eating magnets, and then maybe I could fly.
Yeah, I think it's possible. What if you did some kind of like...
I was also thinking about eating a bunch of batteries to get my voltage really high. So like if I ever got struck by lightning or something, it just wouldn't affect me.
You could probably build up a tolerance to lightning.
Well, I'd have to eat resistors. That's more what I'd have to do. I'd have to get my resistance up.
You know those big lightning like rods that absorb the hit?
Well, they don't absorb the hit.
What do they do? Disperse it?
Yeah, they just basically put all of it into like metal, like the
Mm.
current. So if you get struck by lightning, it's like you have a built-in resistance of a very high number. Like it's very hard to like electrocute someone and like kill them because your resistance is very high.
Hell
You're
yeah.
not a metal rod of copper. You're not like conducting electricity.
Shame.
But the amount of volts that are in like a fucking strike of lightning
Too
like
much.
fry you. Yeah. So
Too
you'd have
hot.
to eat a bunch of resistors.
I see. That's well, that could
Get
work.
your fucking resistance up. Is basically what you got to do.
What if you eat rubber?
There's probably better resistors than rubber, but rubber is a resistor. Yeah.
I just know that like
Jamie, pull this up. Pull up eating resistors.
there's definitely a way you can induce a natural biological resistance to lightning.
I don't think that's true.
What if it wasn't even like that? What if the lightning was scared of you? It just wouldn't strike anywhere near you. What could we do to get that?
Become Chuck Norris.
That's true.
That's all I got for today's episode. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
What a joke to end it on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Woohoo! Any last words? Wow, that's ominous.
I had nothing. that was good. That was good. That was good to end on. All right, let's take two. Say it again.
Any last words? All right.